Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 49 of Tales of Aneria. Woo! The finale of season 1. Oh boy, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you at the end, it's fine. Before we begin, though, a couple announcements. First of all, thank you to Syrinscape for your wonderful audio visuals, as I like to call them, providing all the sounds that you're going to be hearing tonight, except for the whining that sounds like a dog that comes directly from the dog.
Torrey the ventriloquist.
Tales of Aneria, all rights reserved.
Yeah. And then it's a little bit of a somber episode, but I'm excited for it still. It's actually Dallin's last episode, Mr. Rogers. Yeah. He's moving on to a different neighborhood for the time being.
Just for a bit.
Yeah. You're going to be Ein Papa, if I understand it correctly.
Right.
Yep. For the second time. Or third,
depending on how you count it.
Yeah.
Twins and all.
But yeah, so you're going to take a little bit of time off, and that's okay. That's it kind of fits with Ezra's story a little bit too. He has to go do some soul searching, and so does
so do I.
Yeah.
On how to sleep. Yep. That's what I have to figure out. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll miss you, but we're happy to have you here for the finale.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think without further ado, unless there's anything else that people want to discuss.
I have no ados.
Perfect. Then let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode with a quick recap. Last time, the party left Salsport and made their way to Archdom, where they kind of split into two groups, or three technically. Ezra went and searched for a place for them to stay. Sarah and Eve went off looking for information.
Handcuffs.
Yes, they found handcuffs, and then they found information that the person that was, or one of the Gearcracker clan, which you guys realized was the people responsible for Seredan's death a little bit ago, was on their way to Archdom and was going to be dealing with the Blacktooth clan, if I remember correctly. Scott, does that sound right? Blacktooth? Blackteeth.
Maybe Blacktooth.
Yeah, either way. Anyway, a group of rare rats in the
Blackteeth.
The Blackteeth. Yep. Okay. Meanwhile, Victor and Bolt went to the Undercroft, which is kind of a hanging miasma of less than stellar buildings underneath Archdom. And they went searching for clues, but what they found was Bibble, the prime of the Opal Wing, who gave Victor kind of a pseudo-trial to prove himself because he didn't authorize the symbol on your blindfold that was Dratia. And he wanted you to go get something from a mausoleum. You guys went to the mausoleum while you were waiting around. You also dropped off Victor's knife and Seredan's Scalebreaker to the Half-Hall Forge, just so that they could get kind of an upgrade. And you found inside the mausoleum the last journal entry of one Cassia, where she describes her attempt to use a ritual to pierce the veil and find the people that she had lost in her life, only to find a dragon that tricked her into taking Ionbreaker, according to her journal. And after that, you kind of wrapped up the scroll. You were going to deliver it to Bibble. And after a few days, you got your weapons back, and you found yourselves in the Undercroft, watching as the Blackteeth loaded a bunch of supplies onto a small airskiff, which was run by a member of the Onyx Wing, which was a surprise to everybody here, except for me, because I knew what was coming.
Surprise even to the DM.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
what? When did I write that?
How did this happen?
What fugue state was I in?
Yeah. When the member of the Onyx Wing attacked the Blackteeth and stabbed them and started massacring them, basically, Seredan, disguised under her Song of the Unseen, decided to retaliate. It got into a little bit of a scuffle. Victor refused to fight because of certain obligations that he had.
He's a pacifist now.
You guys tried to take the Onyx Wing member alive, but he managed to take
kill himself twice.
Yep, he managed to kill himself twice. You brought him back with one of the rings. You got some information off of him, basically saying that he was on his way to Skald Seat.
How much carbon from a corpse would you need to make another diamond? Because you could get it back.
Well,
It
you
probably
can get
like
it back. How about
1,000
that?
corpses.
I don't think the technology has advanced quite to the state to be able to extract carbon from corpses.
Magic
You owe me, Victor.
It's a
That's
ninth
all
level
I
spell. It's called Wish.
Yeah. I wish for that body to be a
special to me.
diamond.
Sorry.
Out of all the things you could wish for.
That's a weird wish spell, but okay.
You could do it.
And after the Onyx Wing member flung himself off of Archdom to the river below, which was about a mile below, so he did. He gone. You guys made your way back up to the top level. You contacted Kes, and he said he could be ready to go in 5 minutes. And that's where we find ourselves tonight. Unless I missed something. I don't think I missed something.
Okay, I had a question though.
Sure.
So, Victor and Bolt had asked Bibble about Aventi.
Yes.
What was his reaction?
Bibble's reaction was curious about Aventi. It wasn't I know exactly what you're talking about. It was more of that name sounds familiar, and he did mention
So
that
he
he knew
doesn't know?
stories.
Or
it doesn't
he's
appear that he does, or
a
he's
good
really
actor.
good at lying. Yeah.
Or we're terrible at insight checks.
Yeah.
Oh, that
probably
could be
that.
it.
All the above. All the above.
And he did give you some information on Bruna, the Black Scar, one of the other members of Aventi's crew.
Wasn't there also the point where they did some scrying and tried to get a bunch of oracles
Oh
killed?
yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah, we
Mhm.
did actively try to kill some oracles.
Yep, you tried to get Aventi's location using scrying, and it got turned around on the oracles that you were contracting. They got attacked by shadowy tentacles until Eve was able to fight them off.
got
Seredan helped.
Attempted to help, more like.
Life ban.
Oh, I never got a chance to ask you about the chains that were in your moonbeam.
All right, so now we find ourselves on the greatest treasure, having made all due haste in order to get on board and take off towards Skald Seat, which is a 5-day journey. And now it is one of the classic hurry up and wait, as the party just kind of sits around and feels the wind through their hair again.
Can we have a long rest?
You can indeed have a long rest.
Good, because I got beat up pretty bad.
That's right. you did.
And I didn't even get to kill anything or hit anything. It's true.
Could I maybe have a little moment on the ship
Sure.
with Eve?
Long rest.
That's what these trips are for.
Cascas says moments cost extra.
Cascas has said that he is not going to charge you for this. This sounds serious enough that he'll wait until afterwards for payment.
So we just have to sell it.
Wait,
Every time we
what do
need
you
him.
mean? You'll wait until afterwards for payment.
Don't worry about it right now. It'll be fine. It'll be
You're
fine.
not charging us. Sounds like you are.
That's not bad, actually, because we might die and then we wouldn't have to pay for it.
But what difference would it make? We're dead.
That's a good point. We wouldn't have been able to use the money anyway.
Cascas will loot your corpses.
You
just so you
have
know.
my permission to loot my corpse.
Thank you,
excuse me.
You make a fine addition to the ship.
First of all, even if we die, we have. Wait, we needed to get more diamonds.
You did get more diamonds.
That's right.
Yep, yep. If you haven't written them down, just go ahead and grab however much gold you want worth of diamonds.
Okay.
Victor would have paid for a new diamond to be set
That's right.
Okay.
In a ring.
in a ring.
Okay.
Yep.
What
Yeah,
does
because the
what
ring
does it
melted
cost?
away too.
It's like 300 gold.
300 gold diamond.
Let's buy 3 more. I'll take 4.
Okay.
Everybody
We
has
have
to
an
revive
infinity
a ring.
gauntlet of revival.
I'd be like, I got you a much bigger one this time.
Still
Well,
costs the same amount.
Technically,
Wait a minute.
both. Technically, both.
So whoever wants to write that down, 3 extra diamonds.
Let's see.
Probably somebody with the
How about
revive.
we'll have 2 each that way?
Are you sure this is
Because
the
I
right size
still have
diamond?
1, right?
You're
So you
telling me
take
that
2, I'll
this
take
is this is the same size as she had
No.
before?
Total of 5. So
Oh.
he paid for your 1 extra,
Oh,
and then
okay.
I bought
3 more.
3 more. Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
Keep 3.
I'll keep 3.
I don't want to misplace something like that.
Just stay away from disintegration beams this time. We don't want the diamonds to go with you.
It's not up to me. It's up to the DM.
It's up to the gods. Yeah,
I don't think- wait.
thunderclap.
There we go. I do have thunderclaps.
Right, so, like, maybe I'll pick a moment where we're kind of well on our way, kind of
Eve can't avoid you.
leaning over the rail. Yeah, exactly. Look, wind in the face.
You're king of the world.
One of those Titanic kind of moments, yeah, for sure.
Beautiful.
And I will kind of approach Eve and be like, Evie, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something for a moment.
Always.
So, when we were in that room with the oracles and the nasty tentacles that was that were trying to kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
Very quick thinking on your part, by the way. That moonbeam spell was fantastic. Especially because it seemed to be hurting them too, which I think they maybe deserved a little bit, trying to bilk us out of our hard-earned gold. Anyway, I noticed in the sort of area of the spell that you had cast, there seemed to be something that bothered me a little bit. I saw chains. And that was not a kind look.
It excited me.
Well, it did actually excite me just a bit, but also made me a little nervous.
It was chains made out of handcuffs.
In that case, no problem.
All right.
And, well, it sort of looked like the mark that you had on your...
She still has it.
Oh, I thought that it...
One on her hand.
Yeah, the black
Away.
inky mark, the
Okay.
sooty mark on her hand is
Okay.
gone, but the band around her wrist is remaining.
And, well, frankly, it looked a lot like the mark that you have on your wrist. And it has me worried. I'm nervous that you've committed yourself in some way that, well, it makes me worried for you, that's all. I don't suppose you'd be able to tell me any more about what's going on.
I really wish that I could, Sarah. Trust me when I say that the only person or being that I'm committed to is you.
Well, that does make me feel better.
And you shouldn't be worried.
All right. I trust you. But just let me know if or when you might be able to tell me more.
You'll know when.
Okay. Thanks.
Probably soon.
Okay. That's all.
That's not for
All three of us are standing far enough away that we're not in the conversation, but over here.
We're like-
we would also like to know what else is going on.
It's nothing dangerous.
Really?
Truly.
All right. Well, now I'm
Says the
simply-
walking fortress.
Now I suppose I'm just
Danger
intrigued.
incarnate.
So I can't wait to find out.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody would like to discuss before we move on? Okay.
So,
I think so.
Victor?
Ezra, you weren't around, but I saw the best buttresses in
He was
town.
there.
He was in the inn.
You weren't paying attention. let me explain them all again.
Yeah, remember he went on the buttress tour with
That's
you
right.
because he couldn't say no.
Just drug you along. Come on.
All right.
I went to Buttress Row.
Victor, how are you feeling about things?
About what?
Us storming the castle, killing all of your family.
I can't say that it's something it's. I imagine the best way I can describe it is when we went to your village, and the threat of if your people became a threat, the confliction in my heart, not wanting to harm them, but wanting to defend my family. It feels much the same here. But this is... If there are those in power that are abusing that power, I have to believe that the people who follow them may not be aware. And I want to help preserve them as much as I can. But if indeed the Prime is in league with Aventhi, something must be done.
And what if it runs deeper than just the Prime? What if everyone is acting without ignorance?
will have to see what happens.
I just like to point out, I think I told you so.
I kind of felt like he was trying to say that last time.
It was just stuck in my throat. I couldn't bring it to do it at the moment, but now it's a little less fresh.
But yes, I with Dratia and the others, you have met them. You know, he's seen their heart and their willingness to help people.
Yes, but Dratia, to be fair, seemed quite far removed from the current state of the Eight Rings.
And I am quite close to them. Are you saying that I am of their mind?
I don't know.
That remains to be seen.
You're not. You're a good person.
You are one of us.
Even
I am.
even good people, though, can do bad things when they think that they are doing good.
I feel when the moment comes and your road diverges, you'll be able to choose the right one.
Well, if I have my friends to help me, I know it will go out okay. But if we find a Venti, of course he's of top priority. If there's no Venti, there's no following his edicts.
So what is our plan here? What did we do with the Ald?
I stuck it in my bag of holding.
Okay. Do you think it's wise that we bring it with us?
Well,
If that's what he's seeking.
probably not, actually. Although,
I have heard if we get into dire straits, if you take two pocket dimensions and put them inside each other, bad
where
things
did you hear
happen.
this?
Somewhere on a place called the internet.
Perhaps.
Is that what you call the network of spies?
It's the inside net where all the little butterflies come and hang out, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps we ought to use it. Try and forge it into something. Once it's been forged, it can't be used otherwise, right?
We do
As
have
far as we know.
a forge on this very ship.
We could put it in a bathtub with lots of water and give him a horn again.
Pass.
It could also be something else. You'd have like tentacles for arms.
I'm over that phase.
Back to the emo phase. What's after the emo phase?
Flip your hair.
I don't know.
The lumberjack phase.
Probably.
Yeah.
You never leave your emo face.
You always wander back. Yep. Or it wanders back to you.
When you hear that one note.
Damn it!
Does anyone have need of anything that we might be able to forge with this?
Well, Keskes had mentioned that the greatest treasure was having some trouble, and based on my initial look, I don't think we should be messing with the heart right now.
Right.
What if we forge the heart into something Keskes's boat could use?
The alt.
Yes.
I'm worried that if we try to use the heart for anything but keeping the ship afloat, it may crash. I mean, is Keskes nearby?
Yeah, I mean he's in the cockpit.
I mean, what Keskes? What do you think?
That is good assessment. Keskes wasn't able to scrounge as much as he would have liked before the hasty getaway, so best not to mess with heart right now. Apologies.
Maybe we should bury the old, mark it on a map, come back, get it later.
Like a treasure.
Treasure.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, what are we over right now? Are we over?
Right now you
swamp?
are over the Ungolan marshlands. Yes.
We could
Perfect.
leave it at the court.
Or we could even send a message to somebody and have them come fetch it. Someone we trust, like a sister or
Sure.
Lady Crestor.
Your
a good
sister,
idea.
your
Yeah.
sister seems pretty trustworthy.
She's close.
Let's do it.
I mean, could we look for like some sort of
Like a landmark.
landmark that would be like easily
I think
distinguishable?
I recognize that.
Puddle of
That's
swamp
the
water.
biggest
I mean-
shambling mound I've seen.
what you might
It's just
want
a
to do,
corpse now.
I think Ixburn might be a good way to communicate with the
Yeah.
Withered Bow. He knows where they are.
Yeah, I'll write a letter and
Oh, do we not
I don't have her on my ring.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll write a letter just asking if we could store it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I would ask if she could meet us somewhere. 'Cause we can kind of tell her we're coming
Yeah.
from Archstone. We've been traveling for about
Can
a
we,
day.
Yeah,
give her
can
some
we-
coordinates?
Yeah,
so
maybe
we
she
could-
can meet us somewhere.
Meet us on the way. Yeah. All right, I'll include that. in the letter.
Okay, perfect.
Ixburn,
Yeah.
fly safe.
He nods and flunders off with the actually using an owl to deliver a letter, which yeah, that's more Akio's thing, but Ezra works too, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it's a couple days of travel before you get any reply back, and the reply comes in the form of some figures off in the distance, kind of flying towards you. Cascas pulls out his spyglass and he goes, "Well, either we're about to have a really bad time, or they got your message."
I'm in a spyglass as well.
Okay.
Can I have pop ball?
Yes. Yep.
Because that was one thing after our thing yesterday. The last time I was like, I really need one of those. So what?
What you see a trio of harpies trailing behind Ixburn as he flies forward. And
They're with Ixburn.
Oh,
Unless
the
they're chasing
shiny.
him.
Yeah,
those
does
shiny
he look like he's
spots
sweating a lot?
Victor.
I mean, although sweat, I don't think, but
He's an owl. Roll me an animal handling check.
Is he scared? Well, his eyes are really wide.
Yeah,
that's also
normal.
His head keeps turning around back. But, that's typical. So after about like 5 minutes or so, everything becomes clear, and it is actually the Harpy Queen that you know. And it doesn't look like Ixburn is in any danger. He kind of connects with you as you come forward or as you get closer. You don't have a full connection yet, but you still get kind of like
impressions.
senses.
Yeah.
And you know that he's not in any danger. And the three, or Ixburn flies and lands on your shoulder and just kind of like that's
Silly, like a
yeah.
sleep.
Yep. And then the harpies land down on the deck. And does anybody remember the name of the queen? Victor, you might.
Victor, you knife
You
dance with her.
would.
I did. I tangled
Victor.
with death. All right, there's where Ezra was looking down on us. This one. So it's right here somewhere. Harpy, if I can read it. Mikasa? Sukasa?
Mikasa, yeah.
Is that right? Mikasa?
All right, so yes, Mikasa, as much as you remember her, she's wearing kind of, it's sort of just like a, like a Savage Land top and skirt, and it's all made out of very colorful feathers. She does have a new necklace, and it is a shining stone that glows with internal magic, and she lands and she actually gives you all a bow. And then she says, "Hello to the Wayward Watch again. It's nice to see you all. Do you have anything for me, Victor?" And she starts stepping towards you.
What do you have?
And actually, Ixburn is going to interrupt this and kind of like flutter in her face. And she's like, of course, business first, I suppose.
He's very nervous.
Why?
No, the last time you gave her a gold coin, so she's
That's
probably
right.
just
Okay,
looking
yes,
for
okay. I just want to make sure I
extra
make a
shinies.
promise
Yep.
that I don't
I
remember.
promise I'll bring you
Like
1,000
me.
gold.
Nope. And she goes, of course. And she'll actually wave her wing to one of her handmaidens. And the handmaiden is going to step forward and take a bone with kind of runes carved into it and crack it. And as soon as she cracks it, there's kind of this swirl of purple mist. And suddenly, Lucia is standing there. And she kind of dusts herself off a little bit. She goes,
That's convenient.
Oh,
Magic trick.
it's how we infiltrated the Winter Court in the first place, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thanks
I
to
do
you.
remember that. It's been a long time.
He's lived a lot of lives since then.
That's true. Very true. So, what's this item that I'm supposed to be keeping safe for you guys?
Sorry, I'll reach in, pull it out of her,
This is old.
and open it up.
What does all look like?
It is literally like a shining star, basically.
Just not like a potato.
No, it's not a potato.
Silver potato.
I prefer that it be like in Pulp Fiction. They open every day.
You can go see it.
Yeah, all of the harpies are definitely like inching closer towards it.
I'm like,
Yeah, snap it close.
Because I have something for you. Yes.
And she sidles up over to you.
I'll give her a platinum piece.
Even better than last time.
Cherish it.
And she starts like biting on it. And then she just kind of like slips it somewhere. You know, it's going to be part of her outfit now.
If you make sure not to touch the shiny over here, there may be more.
Deal. Although
More
that is
what?
very shiny.
Knife dancing.
You know.
You know what they say, birds of a feather, they fly together.
Lucy holds her hands out and she says, "I can take it if you're ready to hand it over. Is everything okay? Do you need anything else?"
Everything is not okay.
Everything is wonderful.
Yes, we're all like, it's fine, no big deal.
We might never come back, and we can't let this fall in the wrong hands. So, you're the right hands.
Wow, that's a bomb to drop.
There's no way to sugarcoat
Is
it.
there any help that we can provide? I mean, we owe you guys a great debt.
I
Should
don't
be a bad
know.
idea.
Be ready.
We are headed to
Skald seats.
Skald Seat. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you where that is.
I have no clue. I know that the
Okay.
Eight Rings does have
Here's a map.
Okay.
Put your finger on it.
Getting closer, getting
Right there.
warmer.
Okay. All right. Do you need us to head there, or
Nothing.
What is Skald Seed? If we show up, are they going to have defenses?
They will.
Yeah, probably just come right away.
all
I
right?
They
think.
generally, you will not see the defenses until they are upon you.
You pull out your like conch shell and you summon the Ezra army like we did at Beacon.
Victor, I know this puts you in a terribly difficult position, but what is our plan here? You know Skald Seat.
If they are calling a emergency assembly, then all of the rings are going to be there. They will be at the Skald Seat where the Apex and the Primes make big decisions or give out different edicts to the people as a whole.
Is there a place we can arrive where we'll go undetected?
That depends on if we have the ire of Aventi, if he has spread that with the rest. I don't know. If not, we have people that we know, Ivan and the rest. They are there. They are our friends.
But we need to let them know that we're coming. I don't want to go into...
Does Ivan have a communication ring? Does anybody have it? Shoot, that makes this hard.
And I unfortunately I do not have a butterfly I could send to them. But perhaps if we get close enough and we find that they
Surely we could
encamped
find a
nearby.
butterfly.
But it has to be a specific kind of butterfly. It can't just be any butterfly.
Can I find a butterfly that is the specific kind?
If you
Send message.
land, you might be able to. It's a swamp, but I mean, there's probably butterflies around.
We'll
It's
find a
really big
If
butterfly.
we find one, then perhaps we can send it. It will go unnoticed. It's pretty regular. Perhaps as we approach, there's sometimes encampments outside of Skald Seat because there's not enough room for everyone inside. Perhaps we can sneak in that way. I'm not sure. It all depends on where people are and how many people heeded the summons. But if the Prime or the Apex is saying that it's calling everyone home, it's pretty serious.
Who do you trust the most?
Probably the Dratia, Ivan, the rings that were good to us,
Dratia was on her way, right?
Lyra. Dratia's on her way.
Lyra has your broom,
She's still
anyways,
something
so we
from
might need
you.
to pay her a visit.
She didn't steal it.
You mean besides his virginity?
It was a gift, you know. It was.
Gift? Really?
It was. She'll give it back. I'm cool.
I don't think you can give that back. Once it's gone, it's gone.
It's like a sweatshirt, right? You get it back eventually.
Don't listen to Sarah. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's lovesick and weird.
This is true.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Oh,
What?
Is there a way we can communicate with you? Do
I mean,
you have a communication ring?
no, unfortunately, we don't. We're kind of a remote tribe. We don't really
Here.
have too much.
let's exchange. Take this.
Yeah.
Now you have
Sarah
one.
has
And
my-
you can
my-
contact others.
Okay, and I will get everybody prepared, and we'll start heading the vague direction
In
of
that
Chelsea.
big direction.
Yes.
where-
Yeah.
What's your password?
I didn't say anything.
It's I can't remember. Victor's actually pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you're pretty cool yourself. And Victor's blushing.
Well,
Romance.
It is. So cute.
I've only got a couple seconds left. It's great to see you, Ezra, as usual. If you need anything else, let me. And then she just kind of disappears. And Mikasa says she had timer triggered on return trip, I guess.
Mikasa,
Yes.
could you... I don't know if this is inappropriate to ask. Could you fly me down?
Of course. And she said, well, not me personally. And she steps back and the
course
two
not. You're
handmaidens
the
like
queen.
each like flutter up and grab one of your arms and pick you up.
This is really fun.
They struggle a little bit because you are wearing
Fun.
plate armor. But they do manage, Keskus like slows the ship down and they do manage to get you into the marsh.
Sorry, I'm flying.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
It's cool.
So they land,
I'm
they
Mary
kind of
Poppins,
move
y'all.
off to a dead tree branch and they start panting a little bit because, I'm sorry, you're wearing plate armor. You're heavy.
You're a fortress.
Even for two handmaidens. But yes, it doesn't take you very long. I won't even make you roll for it. You can find a
Okay.
butterfly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it the right kind of butterfly?
I mean, it's a butterfly.
Okay, can I talk to it then?
Yeah, if you want to speak with animals.
Yep. Hello, little one.
Oh, hi. Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
It really is.
It's nice to see you here.
Nice to see you too. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Do you work... Are you familiar with the 8 rings?
No.
I'm looking for a butterfly that might be able to deliver messages.
I can deliver a message.
Can you?
Yeah. How hard is it?
I really don't know.
I mean, I can try.
Well, you are all that we have, so I suppose you'll do.
Of course. Who are you again?
My name is Emoja. I am the voice of the wild. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And she kind of like, the butterfly kind of flutters a little bit. And she goes, "Oh, then yes, I definitely help. Yes."
I will repay you with
Lots of
nectar.
sugar water.
Yes.
No payment needed. Voice of the wilds.
The queen of the butterflies.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
And actually, if you could do another little favor for me,
Of course.
will you come with me up to this ship? And I have a friend up there. His name is Bolt. Their name is Bolt. Would you, like, flutter in his face? Just a bit.
I love fluttering in the faces of things.
Right, this would be perfect.
And she kind of like
It might be a dead butterfly.
kind of like hunkers down in like between the shoulder plate and your hair, and the harpies look over as you start approaching,
Just holding it right.
let out a sigh, and then they start carrying you back up. They're like, we just got our breath.
You know, I had an idea while she was gone and she's coming back. Were you successful?
And a tiny butterfly flutters out from Eve's shoulder and goes right for Bolt's face and starts slapping him right in the face.
I do the Homer scream.
This kind of relates to an idea I had.
Oh, Bolt, stop.
As the voice of the wild,
Mm-hmm.
you might be able to disrupt their communications.
Could I?
If they're all butterflies, do they not fall under your jurisdiction?
They do.
Queen of the butterflies. That's the name of this planet.
You come flying in with a cape made of butterflies.
Just an idea.
Amazing.
But perhaps you could somehow make a command or a creed or edict or something for like a little while for them to disappear.
But how would we get that message out to all butterflies?
I think they called it what's a calling tree? Telephone game?
Could
Is there
could
a way
this butterfly
everyone
do
is-
it?
Calls 2 other
I mean,
butterflies.
you could command the butterfly to do that, and they might be able to find a way. But you don't know of any personal way that you
I
can
don't know,
tell every
just
butterfly to
spitballing.
stop what they're doing.
I've
There's
never
no speak to all butterflies.
No, speak to all animals.
I've never fought
Speak to animals, and then if you upcast it high enough, it speak to all animals.
Get that. You have to do the wish spell.
Right,
I'm
I'm
pretty
scared
sure
of
they're
it.
pretty small. They probably all die.
We just need to fireball all of them. Scare them
No,
away.
Ezra. No.
It would be a good diversion.
I don't know. I'm just not very
Sounds
good
good to
at
me.
plotting against my own homeland.
I mean, the butterfly thing is a good idea. We can try.
Well, what message would we send in the meantime?
Perhaps
Wonder-
see if one of our...
What's your name?
Ibby.
Ibby.
It's so weird when she talks to animals. I don't know what she's saying.
How do you even talk?
She talks like a...
It's like,
You can do... You're
Would it be
whatever,
like-
you're Mr. Brown.
It'll be like Gandalf catching the.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown can do it, so can you. That's Eve.
Yes. I'm sold. Ibby. What should we have Ibby do? Or say?
I don't know. Perhaps we can contact and see if we can get a hold of like one of our allies and see if they can give us forward notice or
Ivan?
somehow way to get in. Ivan, him, or I would probably trust Ratia because she has been out of the politics for.
and she
Very
probably
long
has
time.
more sway than just about anything.
I think Tortilla is the best bet.
Tortilla.
To at least get us in the door. Maybe unseen. I don't know. But that,
Perhaps we could deliver a message to both.
perhaps.
And what do we... Ibby, are you taking notes?
And
What's notes?
Okay. You're going to find two... What race are they?
one. She's an Asmar.
Dratia. She is a water genasi.
Well, water Genasi. Sorry, not Asmar. Water Genasi.
And what about Ivan?
Ivan. I wrote it down.
He's just a monk, right?
I think he was-
He's a half elf.
Yeah.
Half-elf. Yeah.
You are going to look for a half-elf. Sari, plug your ears.
Ivan Faust.
Are you flexing to close them? Is that what you were doing?
She's just being stubborn and refusing to close them.
Very muscular, sometimes doesn't wear a shirt. Dark skin, dreadlocks, I think.
Right.
Gray, maybe? I can't remember.
Right.
And then a water genasi. And she
Right.
looks
She has a
like
big scythe.
whatever.
She's the only one
Right.
with this size.
And what do I say?
Very cool.
You are going to say,
Wait, can they speak butterfly?
The Wayward Watch needs your help. The Eight Rings are in danger. Can you help us?
Can you help us get in
Can you help us
unseen?
get in unseen?
did you get that, Ibby?
I'm sorry, I don't speak whatever language that is.
Okay. I apologize. You are going to approach each of them and let them know that the Eight Rings are in
Never
danger,
does, but we do it
as
anyway.
is the Wayward Watch. But we are coming to them.
From what direction are we going?
Right now we are from the south,
the
aren't we?
east.
Southeast.
You'll be heading from the east.
We're approaching from the southeast.
Yeah.
From the southeast.
No, northeast. Because you're going southwest.
Oh,
From the northeast.
Yes.
And we need to get into Skald Seat undetected.
Arched up.
Right.
I trust you. You can do this.
Right. I got it. I'll do it.
P. Sherman for the technology waste.
Anything else?
And I will give her bardic inspiration.
And she kind of like ruffles her feathers a little bit because she's inspired by the
Feathers.
voice, or not feathers.
She's a fe-
Yes, she's a feathery bird or a feathery butterfly.
Okay.
No, yeah, she
Lets her
will
show
kind of flutter a little bit and then be like, right, I can do this.
Butterfly.
I can do this.
10 and
P. Sherman 42.
I can do this. And she just goes flying off of the ship.
a hawk.
Yeah.
The question is the butterfly faster than the greatest treasure?
Flying right next to
From
it.
this hunt
We'll
Sorry, discuss.
we'll get there and like have resolved the whole conflict, and then like 3 days later, this butterfly's like,
I mean,
I have a message.
Mrs. Urgent.
okay.
Great plan, everyone.
So with that, the harpies are also going to take off after bowing, bidding you all farewell and good luck. And you guys are on your way. That was the first couple days of your journey. The third day, kind of, there's a big windstorm that kind of hits the greatest treasure, and Kes tells you all to go down into the lower deck and just hang out there for a little bit. Just kind of shelter inside. So you spend a day and evening kind of in cramped quarters listening to that thrumming heartbeat of the molten dragon heart, basically. And it's the 4th day. You're getting pretty close. You're over the shifting sands at this point. You're kind of getting close to ending the shifting sands and getting to the Malagoth Mountains, the northern side of it. And you hear Kaskas's voice come down from a bronze tube that he seems to have installed at some point. And he goes, "Storm seems to have passed. Everything should be smooth sailing." At which point you hear you feel a gigantic crash against the ship, and everybody needs to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 1.
I like how Cascas is
Do
the
we-
one.
Do we get? Does your aura help on?
Just roll
saves?
Oh no!
No,
See, it was a 4 natural
saves.
20s last time. It's coming back.
Balance in all things.
What is this?
They also don't like to
Dexterity.
be patronized.
It
It can detect sarcasm.
That's an 8
Your
for
lock,
me.
your lock screen.
We get to add 5, yeah.
Not for this one. This isn't something I would consider. It's just kind of a balance check.
9.
9,
17.
17,
15.
15. So Bolt and Ezra are fine. The rest of you kind of go smashing
We
into
do the Star Trek.
Yeah. The rest of you go smashing into the wall. Just take 2
Because
We didn't get the right
directions.
directors. No.
Yep, just 2 bludgeoning damage. Nothing too bad. But you do hear a crack as well, and kind of a rending sound. And you look over and you see that the dragon heart that had been pulsing rhythmically is starting to pulse faster and leaking. It looks like molten lava outside and just kind of dripping onto the ground.
I didn't break it. I'm not paying for it.
I want to run up and see if
Okay.
I can figure out what caused the
Sure.
crash.
So you're running up. Keskus does call down and says, "Something hit us," but that's all he says.
I'll run up.
Running up.
Kaz, you might want to plug the hole down here. It's hot. I'm coming up too.
Bolt, see if you can fix this.
Okay, I'll go look at the art and see if I can figure out.
I help, or do you think I'm better up there?
See what's going on up there. I'll call if I need something.
All right, I'll run up.
Okay. So go ahead and just give me an initial.
Arcana?
I would say just your proficiency with like Tinker's tools. So intelligence
I
plus
get-
proficiency bonus.
You get a double because.
Oh yeah,
of my-
because you are.
my room.
Yep.
Which one? One of the two. Fire room?
Cast mend.
Yes.
Mending.
So that would be proficiency
do it.
plus.
It takes a minute to cast.
What, 8?
Yeah, proficiency plus
It's like that.
So double.
It's just mend.
19 plus 14. So
You're just welding
that is
Ten
shut
men.
basically.
33.
33. Yeah, whatever hit you caused the heart to smash up against some of the wires holding it, and the heart has been ruptured. It's basically starting to like.
I put my hand on the glass and I go, "Friend, I know how that feels when your heart hits the wall."
Okay.
Can
so the
I-
rest of you. Go ahead.
If you want to do theirs, that's fine. I had an idea. Can I try to use the all steel shield and plug the
Oh,
heart,
sure. Yeah, you
plug
can
the
start,
crack
you
and,
can start trying to do that.
help push things back in?
All right. I'm trying to.
Because I can kind of shake it or shape it.
Yeah. So the rest of you go upstairs, and you're kind of scanning the skyline, looking around for what hit you.
Is it raining
It's
outside?
does- it doesn't-
gear crackers.
It's not raining. It doesn't
Sounds-
say. Oh,
it
there's the
sounds
heavy
like
wet
sand.
rain. Take that out. There we go. No rain is going on. There is some lightning, and you do hear kind of a mournful cry that kind of echoes and reverberates around the ship. And thank you. And soon enough, you
Thank
see
you,
this
Syrinscape.
large figure kind of burst from the clouds, and you've all seen a manta ray before, but you've never seen one bigger than the greatest treasure that is flying along and kind of turning around and heading back towards you. And on its back is this large kind of lattice work of just kind of a couple platforms, and you can see a few figures moving around on it, and they are indeed flying the gear crackers.
And cast bless.
Okay.
Well, it's a beautiful way to die.
Hone my edges.
Nobody's dying today.
Here's your concentration.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to cast, if I could.
First level or
Rain.
upcast?
Not.
Song of the
Up
Unseen.
cast.
As
Oh,
the
the
unseen.
unseen, thank you.
One for everyone. Song.
Except for Bolt.
Thank you.
Downstairs.
Okay. And Keskus, like, it's coming right for you guys now.
It's coming right for.
And Keskus manages to kind of raise the ship up enough that there's an opportunity where you guys can jump onto the back of this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
So the 4 of you, I'm assuming Victor as well.
Yep.
The 4 of you go overboard. Bolt is still downstairs trying to fix this core. And we're going to go ahead and get into combat here and bring out the wonderful battle map.
I'll send a message to Bolt as right as we're jumping, hopping over to the enemy ship.
And you just hear,
Be right back.
what? What? What's going on? Ow, ow, hi, ow.
And we'll be right back. So, we're not quite going to roll initiative yet because we need to reveal the battle map and do a little bit more situational awareness here. Scott, would you reveal the battle map, please? This is Gerald. I don't know why I keep calling him that. That's our name behind the scenes for him. But he's Gerald now. Would you place these 2 Gear Cracker pirates on board as well, please? And then there is a 3rd figure as you guys come landing down. I will let you land, let's say within, anywhere on the map.
Was it coming straight at us?
Yes. Basically what happened was it was coming straight at you, and Keskes lifted the greatest treasure, which did cause another small rupture on the heart, by the way. And so you guys were able to just dive on top of it. Okay. And there, so you see these 2 figures, these 2 pirates. It looks like they're kind of running a skeleton crew. Who knows why? You guys may have taken care of some of their other crew already. But the 3rd figure he's kind of in this little, I guess the best way to describe it is like an egg-shaped chair dome thing. And he's up at the kind of head, and he turns around, and Ganelin, as much as Seredan described him, he's got his eye patch, he's got his shock of black hair with the, I think you said it was graying on the ends? I can't remember. But he definitely looks exactly the same, and he goes, it is you. Get off my ship, please. Actually, wait. Give me the Ald, and then get off my ship. Please.
I'd like to attack.
So you're going to attack
We
Ganelin.
come and we bring messages. Sorry, hold on!
You are Song of the Unseen right now, so let me, what is the save for that?
Wisdom 16.
Wisdom of 16. Let me just make sure that none of them spotted you. You have been spotted. So actually, Ganelin does turn his head towards you as you approach, and he's kind of blinking like he's not quite sure what he's seeing. And as you rush forward, one of the boards underneath him breaks, and a giant mechanical saw blade comes up and blocks your attack. And he is going to pull himself up out of there, and you can see that he is actually riding in a stylized mechanical unit of his own design.
He's got a mech suit. Cool.
And you'll want to put him right up at the front as well.
This reminds me of when in Avatar where they have the air battle with the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
It's got those vibes.
Toph, when she totally just
Yeah. That's so
makes
cool.
her own armor.
Okay. And with that, we will go ahead and
barrel.
roll initiative.
Barrel.
And move Sarai right up to
Yeah.
Ganelin.
Barely fits. Nice. Some close quarters.
I don't even know what to call you.
What is
Please
Galen's
perform.
relation to you?
So
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I should know.
So Ganelin was one of the 3 members of Aventhi's group that were at the Winter Court. But importantly, his last name is Gearcracker. He is the leader of the Gearcracker clan.
He's a
which
gnome?
has,
He's the gnome.
He is a
right?
gnome, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the gnome at the place.
Right.
With
Yep, so let's get initiatives, and from you as well, Scott, please.
Better than
Bruno.
Brun.
Not good.
What was that?
3.
3 for Bolt. Victor.
17.
17. Eve.
8.
8. Seredan.
15.
15. Ezra.
24.
24. All right. So we'll get to what Bolt is doing on your turn, because you have a little bit of a different encounter tonight, because you are staying behind. But tonight we are actually starting with Ezra.
All right. I am going to take 2 shots at the back of this pirate dude.
1 shot this time. 2 shots this time.
Okay.
Sharpshooter, obviously.
Expert?
Your hands.
Yeah, expert on the first. You're right. It's been a minute since I played this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay. And that will be 25 damage.
At least that's consistent.
Consistent.
That was pretty much what we did when you weren't here. Is
We had that comment where someone was saying that 25 is a lucky number in an area.
Yep.
Based on how many times it shows up.
Second shot.
Talmor will be praised.
That is really bad, so I'm not gonna bother.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So 1 shot hits the guy in the shoulder, and he grunts. So
Oh,
the second
but I am blessed, huh?
You are blessed.
You are so blessed.
Once, never mind.
Not that blessed, apparently.
Hashtag not blessed.
Hashtag not blessed in an area.
Hashtag Paladin area.
All right, and then it's going to be his turn. So he is going to.
We leveled last, right?
Mm-hmm.
we
You
not?
are.
Should be 11.
That's right. You do have
So
one more
I
attack.
have one more
Yep.
attack now.
Oh yeah.
Fighters.
D4.
How about
And
a
blessed.
20?
Something.
29.
29 will hit.
Okay. For 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay. Yeah. So you hit both of his shoulders, and he kind of grunts a little bit, but he does turn around and he's going to charge you. So he's going to.
Is he going to leap across the gap
$5.
to the barrel?
I'll take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Kill him. I'm still within his striking range, I assume.
You might have to move one step closer.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay. No, not that. 21 damage.
21.
22 damage. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so the swashbuckler goes leaping towards you, and all of a sudden Seredan's blade flashes out and, like, smashes into him, and slices right through his back, and he just goes flying off of you.
Wilhelm scream.
Yep, Wilhelm scream right off of there.
Sorry. That was cool.
I was about to say, missed you easy, but that was like, well, I guess you've been with us. You've been a little not there mentally.
Yeah. Victor, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm going to approach the man on campus.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and throw on the approach. I'm going to throw Shadow Song.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Okay. And that is going to be a total of 44. And she's next to him, so that's another for my other damage, so that's 11. I'm going to try and re-roll. I'm going to get worse. I know it, but I'm going to try it anyway with my Piercer Feet.
Okay.
Nope, got worse. So that's a 10 damage.
10 damage.
At least it's consistent. And then 66 sneak attack damage.
Oh.
So that's an additional 26.
So 36 total damage. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you definitely slide in and slice at one of these legs.
Going
And it
for like
kinda-
one of the hinges.
Yeah, you feel it kind of like shudder a little bit. Okay.
Actually, there's one more D4 of damage because I had Hone Blades on that one. There's 1 damage. So, every hit point counts.
All right, and then it is Genasi's turn, and he is going to see. He's right next to Seredan and Victor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's going to make a pair of attacks. The first one against Seredan, so disadvantage, which means it's not a crit. So it is just a 12 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next attack is against Victor. And that is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And then he is going to... He is going to... you see him kind of like crouch and leap over towards the barrels. He's going to crush those 3 barrels on the side and land right there. Yep. Without provoking opportunity attacks.
Does Gerald grunt?
Yeah, Gerald goes and kind of like tilts to the side a little bit. Still like veering around, heading right back for the greatest treasure. And then his left hand is going to reach out, and there's just going to be this jet of fire that streaks out at. Let's see, we can get Victor, Seredan, and I think we can get Ezra in there. Creative.
Ooh, and
with
expert.
it. Yep.
It's like a cone.
It's a line actually.
Flies
So
in.
it's a,
He flies under.
if we do like a diagonal.
Yeah, if he landed like a little bit that way.
Okay.
So I need each of you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. I believe you are within 10 feet of Eve, so you get your bonus.
Let's see. Use my evasion.
Okay.
That's 24.
24 is a success. 19 is a success.
And the bless is a d4 right now, right?
Yep.
One.
I did too.
Natural
So
Twice.
that's an 8 plus my dex. Let's roll. Dex. Save, which is 11. 18, 19. Dex.
19 dex, that is a save. So you all save, so you're just going to take half damage from this. You're just going to take 9 fire damage, as it's basically this gout of flame spews from the end of his weapon.
And with
then is
evasion, I'll
he-
take 0.
Yeah. And then, is he within 5 feet of somebody still?
He would technically be close to Sarai.
Yeah. Sure.
Within 5 feet, sorry.
And then his last attack, he's just going to bring up a foot and try and kick Seredan.
Yeah.
Which is...
Decided he does martial
I
arts.
love rolling the same
And
number.
I kicked her, sir.
25.
That hits.
Okay. And that is just going to be... You're not prone. That's going to be 11 bludgeoning damage as he kind of just boots you a little bit.
Okay.
And he goes, "Get off my ship!" And then it is... Oof. Indeed. Then it's Seredan, actually.
Okay. I'm going to attack. That is... Oh, dang it, I meant to... Shoot. I wanted to cast... whatever my Warlock thing is.
Vortex.
Brain...
Hexblade's Curse.
Hexblade's Curse.
Wow.
But I didn't. So, that is not a crit. It's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
4.
So annoyed. He's using my baby dice, and they're
And they're
You're
working
not-
great.
You're not a baby.
Would you like to try mine?
I
All baby dice
loan her mine.
we'll see if this works.
Sorry, 31 damage.
31 damage? Okay.
And then second attack. I am so mad at myself right now. I would have got 2 crits.
And it was on the baby dice both
Yeah,
times.
same to hit.
Okay, yeah.
For 23 damage.
23.
And then butt action
Butt action.
is a... Now that's only a 17 to hit. Oh wait,
Set-
plus bless. 19 to hit.
19 will not hit. He does block that third one
Okay.
with that saw blade again.
Alright.
Okay. But yeah, you definitely come in there and you slice up a good couple hunks of these of this mechanical construct that he is sitting in. And then it is Eve.
Well, I will use my Hexblade's Curse.
Good call.
Yes. And we're just going with him, after him, with the snake holes.
Snake
holes.
All this time you spent painting Eve, and we need to get her a new one for season 2.
Okay.
With Miss Nichols.
What's the cool?
18
18
plus 3,
So
21.
21 will hit. Thank you.
Okay.
Finally burning through all those epic die that you have.
Well, I've been saving them for a good.
Yeah.
That's 9.
9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Second attack. What are you? 15 plus 2. plus 9. That should hit.
Yes, that does hit.
26, 27.
11 plus 5, so 16.
16. Okay.
Oh, plus my Hexblade's Curse.
Oh yeah, on both.
And that's a D10.
No, it's just your proficiency bonus, so 4.
So another 4.
Eight more.
Eight more.
damage total.
Yeah, so your first hit takes out one of the legs on this thing. And then your second hit like crunches right into the chest of it, and it falls to the ground, and Ganelin comes tumbling out. And I actually need everybody within... How many feet is it? Everybody within 5 feet of it, including
His own.
his own guy, yep. Make me a... Oh no, it just does damage. Take 15 psychic damage.
Ouch.
And so does the swashbuckler.
Psychic, like, oh man, how does it work? I have no idea.
Yeah. And so we can take him off of there. Ganelin is on the ground, kind of outside of the suit, and he goes, I thought that this model would be better. And then it is the swashbuckler's turn. He's going to take a look at the situation and kind of go, sorry, boss, and he's going to fall off backwards. And you see him kind of like spin around and...
Can I take an opportunity attack?
Yeah,
as he
sure,
goes?
you absolutely can.
Sorry, boss.
Sorry, boss. I'm about to get cut in half because I already took 15 psychic damage.
Oh, yeah.
We're
I want to use my reaction, though, to do Hellish Rebuke.
Against...
Ganelin, because...
Ganelin? Oh, so he's out of the fight, essentially.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah,
Okay,
there was the mechanical suit dropping to
I
0
got you.
that did the damage.
That's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
For blippity blow.
For cut in half damage.
Yeah, that's 30 damage.
30 damage? Well, he's still alive.
What?
Yep.
He was much stronger than his friend.
They have the same strength. It's just Ezra hit him twice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So he goes falling down into the cloud cover, never to be seen again, perhaps. And Ganelin sits there for a moment. And he goes, "Well, I surrender, I suppose." Meanwhile, back on the greatest treasure, Bolt, you've wrapped the Ald steel around the molten heart, your Ald shield. I need you to go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, please, to see if you can contain the heart of the greatest treasure.
Should have kept that
21.
21.
Slap it on
That's
the
a
heart.
success. Yep. Cascas comes
Good Band-Aid.
rushing down, and he says, "Just continue holding it. I'll try and fix."
That's what I'm doing.
And he starts like trying to do what he can. Like this isn't a mechanical thing. The molten heart is an actual heart. It's not something that you can easily repair. Give me another Constitution saving throw, please. We're looking. It's basically death saving throws at this point. You're looking for 3 successes or 3 failures.
Is 10 a success? No, 18. So
18?
that's success.
Yes. So one more.
Resurrection. She says
23.
23. Okay. So it takes a little bit, but you and Cascas are able to kind of like put a cap on the heart, and contain it again. Keep those
Done the
molten
first
lava
heart
back.
surgery.
Open dragon archer.
And Cascas finishes like the final touches on like a rune on it that you're kind of guiding him through, and he goes, "Okay, I think I got it."
And I'll slowly pull the...
Yeah, and you pull it away, and your hand is just like seared from even with the Ald shield taking the brunt of that. Like it is very much like it's a hot metal hand right now. So.
Okay.
Okay. Ganelin says, "Do you want me to stop this from hitting your ship again?"
Yes.
All right. I'm going to reach for my controls. No funny business, I
How
promise.
about I reach for the controls? You tell me what to
Fine,
do.
it's that purple button right there.
Insight check.
That is definitely like the insight check look.
I'm
that-
gonna walk up behind him and put my bow to his head so he can feel the arrow touching the back of his head and see if you can get advantage with that.
Yeah, that'll give him advantage.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
Okay. He's telling the truth. He doesn't seem to be trying to deceive you.
You want
All
me
right.
to push the button for science?
For science.
So you push the purple button, and there is a kind of electric arc that goes through the 2 diodes and down into the manta ray, and it lets out a mournful cry. but slows down and kind of just glides.
What
Starts
have we done?
gliding slowly.
I
He goes,
don't-
there, see, as I said.
I honestly don't know what we have done.
This poor creature.
Do you even have the Ald on you? I'm curious.
We left it with your mother. Back in Archton.
After Ezra had relations with her.
You
She
had
signed my book.
You're
That's
all-
how good
That's-
they were. It was a good deed.
Whoa!
Ezra whoring himself back into the Tushan monasteries.
One mom at a time.
the eyebrow raise
That
as
should
they're
be good.
reading it. Like,
That should be the name of the episode. She signed my book.
She said. Yes, that's a great name for our season.
Ezra's little black book.
Ooh, it is.
Different book.
Well, unfortunate, but I suppose, miscalculations do happen.
Did Aventhi send you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, he did.
Inside
Sure.
I'm joking.
Did he actually think you would succeed? Did you actually think
17.
you would succeed?
I was just supposed to gather Alt. He's telling the truth right now. He very much is in the mindset of, you've beaten me fair and square, and now it's survival mode. So he seems to be kind of one of those people that'll turn tail.
And what has Aventhi promised you for doing these deeds?
Well, he's been funding my research. I mean, look at the creature around you. None of this would have happened without Aventhi.
This poor creature that you've been torturing, clearly.
It's no different than a riding crop for a horse. It's just a little bit more intense. He doesn't mind.
Can I inspect the one
Insight
of
check
the,
on the
one of
mantle.
the
Speak with animals.
Do you mind?
electric
animals. Yeah,
diodes?
go ahead and give me an investigation check.
He loves it.
19 plus
And Bolt, you
minus
can come up on deck now.
Yeah.
At this point.
20.
I'll just come
20?
up, like, just kind of cradling my arm. It's partially molten, like liquid,
Like when Nebula sticks her hand.
Yeah,
with the-
totally.
yeah, something
Specifically,
like that.
I want to just see if it's if I can remove it.
It looks like it's basically like bolted into him, but if you do remove it, like it's not going to be difficult, but you will need to like fix the creature or do some triage on it.
It seems
And you
reversible.
cast Speak with Animals. And as soon as you finish casting Speak with Animals, the mournful cries that you're hearing turn to pain. So much pain.
Oh,
Stop.
how do we take this off of him?
Wait, what was his name again?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Yep.
Jared. I don't know his name, though.
Yeah, you don't know his name. So he goes, Gerald's in pain.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh,
Sweet
Jer Bear.
Jerry.
I mean,
Jer Bear.
if you want to take it off, I suppose you could. It's just a simple matter of removing the spikes.
And how do I do that?
Victor's gonna try and pull one out.
Hey, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see.
Athletics.
Rolled a 13. Oh, athletics. That might be better. But I doubt it.
be.
No, athletics. It's after acrobatics. That's not enough. So it's plus 0. 13.
13? Yeah, it doesn't really budge.
Okay,
You might be more suited. To
I'll
this.
try. I'll try.
Perhaps I have a healing handy so it doesn't bleed out or
You
something.
just taking it.
I'll
Get infected.
have Kes get near,
Okay.
pull the ship alongside.
Yeah. Genasi goes, and that's a hunk of junk if I've ever seen one, by the way. Just saying.
Well, that's the one thing that we probably agree on.
And then you can hop on over if you want.
Yeah, I'll just tell Kes just keep it close.
Yes, yes. Not too close, though. That thing is scary.
I'm sorry. What am I doing? Strength. So that is a
Or was it athletics?
Athletics.
So +7.
12 plus 7.
19.
19. Yeah, you manage to kind of like twist and wrench, and you hear Gerald go, "It hurts!" But you do manage to pull it out.
Okay, and I will
Victor will
immediately
hold it for her.
lay on
Lay on
my
hands.
hands.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say that about 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ezra,
Just call it
catch.
10.
It's gross. Don't throw it.
Kind of
Threw it overboard.
We could put it
And Ganelin goes, you know, if you don't have any control over it, it's just going to wander away.
Well, Eve has a way with animals, and perhaps you could learn a thing or two about being nice to them as opposed to torturing them.
Pass.
Jerry, can you hear my voice?
Do we really need to question him, or is he?
Who
done?
are you?
My
not
name is
sure.
Eve.
Maybe
I am
there's
the voice
some
of the
useful
wild.
information I could get.
I mean you no
When we're
harm.
done, can I throw him overboard?
In pain.
I know you are.
Yes.
I'm going to help remove
Don't
this
tell
other
me.
bolt, and I will heal you.
I have some
But
pent-up
please,
aggression.
don't run away.
Right.
Okay, let's do the other one.
Okay.
He's
Ooh,
like,
natural 20.
deception.
Yeah, deception.
So 27.
Yeah, you managed to pull the other one out. Learning your lesson from the first one, it doesn't nearly do as much damage, so it's only going to be 5 for that
Okay.
die out.
I'd like to bind. No, it's a gnome, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to bind Genlan.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
bind him.
He doesn't like struggle or anything like that. And Bolt, you're soon enough over
Yep,
on.
I
deck.
I'm hopping over.
Okay. Just keep petting
Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah.
Jerry.
And he's just kind of like panting and slowly like circling around the greatest treasure at this point. But
It's okay.
Right, Ganlan. Well, here's how it's going to work.
yes.
You're going to tell us
Mm-hmm.
anything useful that you can
Of course.
about how we might defeat your former boss.
Defeat. I don't think defeat, but I can tell you where he is and what he's doing.
And
And in exchange, I go free.
failure to comply will result in your death.
Mm-hmm. That won't be necessary.
Give us information that's useful and helpful, and we'll consider that here you live.
All right. What would you like to know? Or would you like me just to monologue a bit?
Sure. Tell us what you know.
Right. Aventi is at Skald seat.
Would you like me
Best
to
interrogation
monologue?
ever.
He's very much like, oh, this gate key, like he's very much at that point. Yes, Aventi is at Skald seat. He's attempting to complete what he started with the cracking so long ago, probably about half a year ago at this point.
What does the 8 rings have to do with his business?
Well,
Wait, don't
That's an
interrupt the
interesting-
monologue.
that's an interesting story, actually. You see, Aventi's been trying to use Aldsteel as the catalyst to destroy the shield that's surrounding Aneria. You do know about the shield, I'm assuming, correct?
We know we do.
Perfect. That makes this a lot easier. I don't have to explain a lot of stuff that you wouldn't believe me on. Anyway, the first attempt, he didn't have nearly enough Ald, and it only caused a crack in the shield. And before we could try again with collecting any more Ald, the Arcanum descended on the area, and we had to make a quick getaway.
Wait. Sounds like you're a good guy. This is weird.
This was half a year
Are
ago?
we? Continue.
Yeah, this was half a year ago. Since then, we've been slowly gathering Ald again, and we realized that there's not nearly enough left inside an area, which was why we've been mining the Broken Expanse as well. You may have... Yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anyway.
Yes, I was blamed for your guy killing her.
Because
It's
it was
true.
his fault.
Well, you
It's just
don't
my
dead.
fault.
I was.
We're quite resilient.
Anyway,
I got better.
How do you know he's a witch?
knowing that there is no way to gather enough Ald, there was only one other method, and that was finding a place that had already had a weakened barrier in order to break through the shield. Obviously, where we originally cracked was out of the question because it's a bastion of Arcanum now. They are swarming all over the place, and we don't nearly have the numbers. But there is one other
I'm
place.
sorry, where was the original cracking?
It was the southern MacLeod Mountains. Yes. It hangs over the western sky. Luckily, we did discover that Skald Seat has a weakened barrier hanging over it. There was something performed there that weakened the barrier between worlds, and Aventi went and convinced the Apex to allow us to set up camp in Skald Seat, as it were.
Why is the 8 Rings willing to work with him?
Oh, we're promising them that they'll get all of their memories back. You know how the 8 Rings are, with their not sure where they came from, oh, woe is me shtick that they've got going on.
Here's the problem. Sweet cheeks.
Yes, twinkle toes?
I've never seen those cheeks, but this one's look quite rosy.
Thank you very much.
Anyhow,
Sorry, I got a cat with the arms tied there.
when Aventi, I don't think what he's doing is wrong, but his plans after that are to take control, have ultimate power.
Yes, I mean,
You
he's...
have no problem with that.
No, I mean, I'll be working with him the entire time.
So
it's a
he
nice
says.
seat in the Empire.
Okay.
Right. What is his purpose in destroying the shield and restoring everyone's memories?
Oh, he's working with some, I don't know, some god emperor. I didn't really hear too much about it, but he's working with a god emperor who's been trying to get a foothold in Aneria for a while now, but can't quite find it in the astral sea.
A god emperor.
Yeah, some ogre named Ogma or something like that.
No!
So they made a deal, and if Aventhi can give him an area, then Aventhi becomes one of the generals in his army. I assume he also has plans to try and take over Ogma's army. Aventhi is a very ambitious dwarf, if nothing else.
So he's blackmailing my people for their memories.
I mean,
Sounds like a
they're
bribe.
getting paid as well. Yes, bribe would be a closer term.
I think we
Obviously,
should-
she's the smart one in the group.
We should.
So I do have, this is 50 feet of rope that's on his wrist. I'm going to kick him off the edge and then see if somebody grabs the end of the rope.
I would grab it.
You hear at least one snap and him scream. But he is screaming, so he is alive.
I'll let you finish the interrogation. I'm gonna go brood.
I think we should let Aventhi get away with this and then just wipe him out right after he's done.
Well,
Cuts out the hard
I
part.
guess my question, and I'm like, you know, as we're
Every
talking,
pull is another like scream
Yeah.
of pain.
is what would be the difference in the way that Aventhi's going about this and the ritual that we were going to perform with the choir and the trio?
Ours was going to restore their memories, not enslave them to some god emperor.
Well, I guess I'm not quite sure what the ritual would do exactly. Just restore memories, or would it get rid of the shield as well?
Do you know that?
Bolt, do you have an
Uh,
idea?
Yeah, actually, you do know that. The Eternal Guild did tell you that it was basically supposed to modify the shield to do what it was supposed to in the first place,
Okay.
which was just protect
Just protect. So
an
when
area from the
Aventhi
outside world.
destroys the shield,
It's going to open it up, and
It's
anybody's
all
going to be able to find
I see.
an area.
Right, so maybe a bad idea.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you have anything for like a dislocated shoulder and a broken arm?
I will
Yes,
help you.
I have the best pain reliever. You want?
Not him. Keep him away from me, please.
He pulls out his knife.
You said you were brooding. Go brood.
This is how I brood.
2 scalpels.
Rude, less knifey.
All you 8 ring
I will-
members are so violent.
Lay hands on him.
How many hit points do
Ew.
you
He's
have?
jealous. Sarah takes 1 point of jealousy damage. It's
Perfect.
psychic. It's
Yep.
psychic
Sorry,
damage.
he's not my type. Students, be nice.
I'm still
Do the
taking.
shrug at him
I'm
to
still
see if he
taking damage.
flinches.
It doesn't matter if it's even just like you're just like poke, you know.
I don't.
If
I'll
it was a
give him-
massage, I would have taken 5, but
I'll
I
give
just took
him
1.
30.
Okay. And yeah, you see you hear the wrist kind of heal up and the shoulder pop back into place. And goes, oh, much better.
Probably want an MRI as well. Speaking of.
She's doing cool talking about it. I don't know what that is. Perhaps some magical healing thing that I'm not aware of.
Magical
Restorative.
Imaging.
Intervention.
Imaging.
Yes.
Interesting. Anyway, that's what I have for you. I mean,
Where is Aventhi now?
the Skald seat. He is up at the heart of it. He's got his little setup there, and all of his minions surrounding him, and then of course the 8 rings defending the place.
After we kill him, what will you do?
Well, I mean, after you let me go, I'll be in the wind. I'm not gonna dare go back to Aventhi after telling you guys exactly what he's planning.
Are the 8 rings defending him or their home?
The 8 rings are defending him. That's the contract.
All of them?
I believe so. There's some debate about that going on. I think at the base of the mountain, but that's not anything that I'm privy to.
Base of the mountain. That's where we should head.
Perhaps we'll find the
So
mountain.
discord.
What do you think, Evie? Should
Who
we
does
let them-
Aventhi have with him besides the 8 rings?
Let's see. Bruna is there, of course. Ogma sent. No, we don't talk about it. Ogma sent some of his orcs and devils across the border as well, and they're working with him. But some some disgusting little toad creature called Urgoblath or something like that.
Damn you.
Wait. You splattered him.
I really did.
You didn't watch the short, did you?
We'll take a small break here, and you can go watch the.
Oh, I've seen it.
You've seen it, okay? Alrighty. But anyway, that's about the extent of it. I mean, obviously the 8 rings are all there, and they make up the bulk of the defense force.
Sounds like we have our work cut out for us.
Indeed.
I believe that they can be reasoned with if we strike enough chords with them.
How long
Then
will
he
an
will lose the
infantry-
bulk of his defense.
Well, I think this makes a big difference knowing about this. What was his name again?
The
Ogma.
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 I mean, it sounds pretty cool, but I don't want to meet him.
He sounds cool to you.
I mean, would you want to have, like,
He's going to destroy the
god
world.
powers?
He's trying to destroy the world. Take over.
I mean, he has conquered many worlds, according to what
I mean,
I've heard about.
Conquered, not the same as destroy, per se.
All right.
I mean, if you're looking for a job, simply go back to the 8 rings, and they'll have it there for you.
I think we should chain him up.
Victor, I agree.
Can
We have these handcuffs, but
There's
saving
too
them
much hygiene.
special time.
maybe we could use this creature to
We used them.
Yeah, used one of the Onyx Wing guy, and then he jumped off.
That's right.
Torrey,
You're gone.
Handcuffs!
maybe we can use this creature to get close,
Ah.
since Benthi would be expecting it.
That's true. Jerry,
Hmm.
would you be willing to fly us somewhere?
You saved my life.
I did. Good
Yes. I can fly you. Once. Can you remove the... And he kind of like shakes, and you feel a platform creak underneath you. As well. Once we are where we need to go.
boy. Of course.
Thank you.
What does mantis speech sound like?
Mwah.
To the rest of us.
Like orcas?
Well, I'm glad that's all settled. Now, am I off to my next adventure?
Sure, I can take you.
I'd prefer somebody else answer for him.
If you can figure out how to get down, you're free to go.
Maybe we should hold on to him until. I mean, I think he ought to face justice for his crimes.
If just saying here that justice usually comes from the hands of the Arcanum, and I hear they're not very established these days.
Very well. Justice in our own hands.
Oh, you're gonna use tempered mercy and swing it around.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's helpless. He doesn't have very many hit points. You crack him on the head, and he falls
You wasted
and
your
starts
lay on
twitching.
hands.
That's why they call
Hopefully,
them
we'll
the
get another
gear
long rest
crackers.
before we get there. Okay.
Gear
Okay.
crack.
So if nobody heals him, he will eventually
I mean,
out.
Ask Gerald
That's
if he wants us to heal
unfortunate.
him.
Anyway,
I think that is justice well served.
Woof.
Should we dispose of the body, I guess?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and just
Wait, I need my rope.
kind of.
You can have the
I'll
rest.
drag him over to the edge and just
Okay.
push him off.
Bolt, are you all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. I'm just a little stiff. And it's like
I like the new paint job. Oh, that's
not
Oh.
paint.
paint job.
Paint job, yes.
That's just hardened molten rock.
we were able to fix the heart though, so
Oh, dog scared me. Surprise! Surprise!
Okay. Cascas does call over and he goes, "Are you taking that thing where you need to go?"
Yes.
How many days out are we at this
Just
point?
one. Yep, just a day out.
I believe so, but
Stay safe.
should we stay together in case we need? Because after we get there, we're setting him free, I assume.
If they
Oh,
recognize,
we should pretend you're our prisoner, and we're towing you in.
if they recognize our ship, either prisoner or we need him to fall back a little, in case there's any scouting parties.
I don't know if we need the greatest treasure anymore. I think it would be okay if Kes left so that he was safe?
It'd probably look more suspicious than anything.
Sure. Did Gerald say he would give us a ride home? I don't know if you like walking over there from Skald's.
I'm sure
We'll be okay.
there's another. Yeah.
Okay.
We should be able to find a ride from somebody. Call an Uber.
Yes, I don't know if I will ever see you again. So here is some more money to fix your ship. And I'll give 200 more gold pieces.
Oh wow, Kes thanks you. Yes. And once all this nasty business is over, you come find Kes again. Kes wants to take a trip to his other home, if Seredan remembers.
I'm interested.
I thought Seredan might be. Just be safe, please. Don't die. Kes likes friends. Yes.
Yes,
Don't worry.
we like you.
If we do, you'll know.
And
Because you'll be ruled by a guy.
Yeah.
there's a moment scuffle, and then a kind of a makeshift gangplank, which is basically just a ladder, comes connecting the two ships, and he comes running over, and he just the first one he sees is probably Victor. He just comes up and he hugs Victor, hugs your legs, and he goes, "Don't die, Victor." And then he'll move to Seredan and he'll say, "Don't die, Seredan," as he hugs your legs as well. And he'll just do that to each of you, just hugging you and saying goodbye really quick.
Listen, if you want to place a bet on me dying, because it usually happens.
1 copper piece, got it. All right, good luck.
Take care of the greatest treasure.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Bolt. I'll help you when you have time.
Later.
Right.
But thank you.
And then he pulls the ladder in, and soon enough, the greatest treasure is peeling off into the sunset. Or
He's doing the wave.
yeah. And Gerald kind of tilts a little bit and says, "Where to?"
To Skald Seat, the base of the mountain, please.
Right. I was heading there anyway. And he kind of banks a little bit. Everybody has to hold on. You see that there are a lot of these little hooks with ropes on them that you can grab onto and just kind of when it's banking left or right. And soon enough, you are once again on your way. You do have the mechanical construct here if you want to take a look at it as well.
Yeah, I'll
Send me in.
There's a pocket dimension.
I'll see if
We'll
it's
summon him.
Just asking.
fixable or usable for anything.
I couldn't remember.
Maybe at least I can at least get it back in its spot, so it looks like it's being.
Yeah, I mean most of it is. Darian it tilts a little bit to the side at the sudden weight. Most of it's pretty much destroyed. There isn't really much left, and of course the area around that is just broken boards. But you probably can get enough scrap metal off of it to cover over all of the regular metal that you lost or got scorched away if you want to.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I might put it aside.
All right.
So I will work on finding out how the platform is attached to Gerald, so that when we get close, as soon as we're done, we can just cut a couple ropes or whatever and get it to just fall off.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see that that is just a big harness structure that they've built onto it. So it's not a.
I get with Victor and I tell him when we get there, we need to cut here, 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 and here. And you can do that with your knives.
Yes, I can do that.
But we want to make sure that we can get close. So could you tell Gerald to come in from above so that they
Gerald?
can't see us?
Jerry.
Yes.
From
It's Jerry
above.
Seinfeld now.
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
Of course, I can do that.
You are very good. A very good boy. You are a
Thank
boy,
you.
right?
Yes, I am.
A good boy.
I am a good boy. He actually seems like you talk with him a little bit on the journey. He actually seems a lot more intelligent than most of the animals you speak with. He's just kind of talks a little bit. He doesn't know too much about what's going on or anything like that, but he does understand concepts, human concepts, humanoid concepts.
How did he get captured?
Oh, I was in the expanse, just minding my own business, eating a few trees off of the rocks, when they dropped down on me from above and slammed the diodes into me.
I'm so sorry.
It hurt.
When you go up against a predator, how do you defend yourself?
I hide.
You hide. Okay.
And he kind of like tilts one of his fins back, and you see the top of him is kind of like this grassy almost look to it. So anything looking from above would see like just part of the landscape, and then beneath is kind of this gray, almost cloudy look to it. So he's just kind of got natural camouflage on either side.
You're very beautiful.
Not that I have many predators. 1 or 2 sharks.
Sharks?
Yes, larger than me.
Really?
Yes.
Are you friends with any?
No, they would eat me.
Just thinking I might like a shark.
Well, if Eve wants, I can introduce you. It wouldn't be pleasant, but I can.
Just thinking that might be a little helpful.
You're over like inspecting the dial. It's like, how does that work?
I can veer off right towards the Broken Expanse now, if you wish.
I think we need to get to Skald safe.
Of course.
Thank you, though.
And after about a day, you do arrive. The shifting sands fades away to kind of a...
Again.
Yes, everybody can take a long rest. The shifting sands fade away into kind of the craggy hills that lead up into the Malagoth Mountains. This northern half is kind of, it's a smaller range as compared, even though it's still considered part of the Malagoth Mountains. And you do see, as you kind of like are flying above and over it, you do see a large encampment that has a bunch of different wagons and tents of all different colors representing the 8 rings down below.
The spyglass, do we recognize any of like Ivan's?
Yeah, Ivan's ring is there. It appears like every single ring is there. In fact, if you give Victor the spyglass, he can probably point them out to you and say, that's the amethyst wing, that's the opal wing, you know.
Eve, can you ask Gerald where, if he knows where Aventi is and how he got there, or what would he normally do when he got back to the camp?
Gerald says, normally I would fly over that area of the mountains, and he points to sort of a craggy, or like he waves a fin at, I suppose. So at part of a craggier area of the mountain that, Victor, you know that is where the high seat is, where Skald seat is proper. Okay. It's sort of this ruined keep fortress inside the mountain range that's hidden.
How far is that from like the base?
It's probably about maybe a half mile up.
Okay. So
half mile up, and it's not too far in. Yeah.
Is there like an opening or someplace where we could land? Maybe, hopefully, near Ivan.
There's you could just land just on the outskirts of the caravan train, as it were, if you want.
Because they'd have like their colors and their banners up, right? So
yeah,
it'd be pretty easy to identify from the mayor.
Nice.
Victor, you're on.
All right.
Don't
Can
get
we
us
land?
killed. Please.
If you want to.
Let's land, I guess.
Okay. Gerald does
Land
kind
closest
of
to them.
bring down in. You do see some people staring off, like, holy crap, what the heck is going on? Because there's a giant manta ray falling from the sky, and it comes down and kind of lands.
He just goes.
Yeah. It doesn't land. It just kind of like hovers over and just starts like slowly spiraling around again, just because it can't really stop itself.
I'll hop off first.
Okay.
Looking for whoever is either the guard or someone nearby that encampment. This would be preferably the because we knew that Dratia was with the third ring, right? The third ring.
Yeah, she was traveling with the third ring at one point, but she wasn't with them when you guys made the attack on.
Okay.
On the beacon.
Should we cut loose the?
Yeah.
I'll kind of cut loose the straps.
Okay.
Where Bolt was saying to get rid of the platform.
And you guys kind of shuffle everything off, and as soon as like the last strap is cut, Gerald goes, "Goodbye, Speaker of the Wild, and good luck." And then he starts like taking off, and the scaffolding just like falls and slides off of and smashes into the ground. And he is heading directly for the Broken Expanse.
Love you, mean it.
Goodbye, Gerald. We love you. Okay. All right. So you're kind of looking around for a general guard.
Yeah.
And
because obviously if they've seen like these guys approaching, it would be.
Yeah. Soon enough, you see actually a trio of them rushing forward, and 2 of them are members of the third ring of the Tempered Requiem. But the third is actually somebody you recognize. In fact, it's your old mentor,
Yeah, so it's Bork.
Yep, it's Bork. He's marching up, and he stops as he sees you, and he goes, "Victor,
Bork, it's good to see you.
it's good to see you too. Although
Please
Actually.
stay your hand. We have business here with Ivan, and
you know you're not supposed to bring outsiders, Victor."
I have special permission. Bibble.
We're just in
has
the background, like
approved it.
kicking around.
They are under my charge,
Kind of shy.
and
Cory over our shoulders.
they have sworn reverence to this place. They mean us no harm.
All right. Well, until we can get confirmation, I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over your weapons if you don't mind.
I would ask Bork, for your discretion. This is important to Ivan and to Dratia.
Right. Well, we will get you where you need to go, Victor.
I want to do an insight check on him to see
Sure.
if, like, knowing his tells. If that's a 4, I want to do one of these. So that's going to be a 9 plus insight, right?
Mhm.
So that's going to be 17.
17. Yeah, you know that he's a little uncomfortable right now, but not from you.
Okay.
It looks like he's kind of not nervous about something. He's just kind of like he's unsettled by something that's going on that has nothing to do with you.
And I'll give him kind of a thieves' cant kind of like sign, just to say like, I see your unease, you know, like not to like get him to prod or anything,
Yeah.
but just to let him know that I'm being forthright with him.
And you can see that he sees that, but he doesn't acknowledge it or anything. And he says, "Please hand over your weapons as you can."
Am I required?
No, Victor, of course not.
Yeah, I'll give up Scalebreaker.
Okay. And yeah, the 2 Tempered Requiem guards will come over and take the weapons. They look at Bolt briefly, but
I don't have any.
right, of course. This way, please. And he'll actually lead you directly into the camp, which typically, whenever there's a meeting at the high seat, there is a jovial atmosphere because, you know, it's a christening or there's some other event going on that everybody is just like happy to see each other with. But there is very much an air of sobriety that kind of hangs over the camp as you move through it. And it kind of unsettles the nerves a bit. And he leads you to a tent and he opens it up and he says, "Head inside, please."
Kind of as we're going in, I want to kind of like get close to him and say,
Whatever's going on here, you know that Venti does not have your best interest in mind.
That's not my place to decide, Victor.
I know
But I'm
it's-
glad you're here.
As am I.
"Oh, just come on."
So inside the tent, it's actually the tent that you've noticed before, the Tempered Requiem one. It's got kind of the tables ringing around the center of what is essentially a large circus tent. And inside, Ivan is there. He's kind of muttering. Dratia is there. And 2 other figures. Actually, 3. One is Bibble. One is... What is the elven woman's name from the Damascus Promenade? I cannot remember her name, but you've met her before as well. All right, Victor, thank you. Her name is Udafi. She was the one that you met just outside the Ruby Oasis. And then the 4th figure that's standing there is actually another person that you recognize. Your mother, Kushina, is there. She is a water Genasi, much like Dratia, except for her... No, she's a wind Genasi, sorry. She's a wind. And her hair is kind of like long, flowing white hair, almost very cloud-like. And she'll actually turn around and she'll say, "Victor!" And she's going to run up to you and hug you.
He'll catch his breath and
Yeah.
just sob, I guess.
Yeah. And she just kind of like cradles your head and she says, "It's so good to have you home. I wish it was under better circumstances."
That's why I've missed you.
Well, Dratia received your butterfly. And at that point, Ibby comes flying down from the cages above, and she lands and just on your shoulder and kind of like just flutters a little bit. Yeah.
That was butterfly for Viva la Revolution.
Well, technically there were 2 butterflies. There was that one which couldn't deliver any message, but she found another butterfly, I guess. This is a very smart butterfly. She found one of the 8 rings ones and
She was inspired.
convinced it to deliver the message. So,
Well, what brings you all into this place? I was not expecting to see all of you here.
well, obviously you probably have some idea about what's going on up in Skald Seat.
Do? And what is your feelings on this subject?
And the reason why we're gathering here is because we feel negatively about it.
You have allies, and these, my friends, I would please request that you quickly, find a way for them to be restored with their weapons. They are here to help.
Of course. And Kushina nods to Ivan, and Ivan goes, "Yeah, of course, guys, come on." And
Sorry,
hands
it was
your weapons back. Yep.
And pop it back into her hand. Thanks.
Yeah, so they will hand you your weapons back. And Bibble leans forward and he says, the problem is that none of us have a direct conflict with the contract. So there's no way that we can break it. Only the Apex can choose to break a contract. You're the only one who has a direct conflict.
We do. We have multiple. On multiple, I would like to declare a disputation of ills against the Apex.
You realize what that means, right?
I do.
Sorry, it's like,
Found your
There
balls,
you
Victor. All this time,
Very well.
he's born.
We can send that up immediately, and people will reach a hand up, and a butterfly will come fluttering down again, and he'll take it and he'll just kind of like whisper to it a little bit, and then just send it on its way. As far as I know, each of the primes will have the opportunity to vote and decide which contract they wish to uphold and which one they wish to break. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be an even split. We have 4 here, and they have 4 there.
I
So,
believe we have something that Avendi touts to give. We have knowledge of where our people came from. We have the information about his intentions to do more than just return the memories, but to actually enslave this land. We are here to stop it. We have other means to also restore memory without the danger.
I do hope that you can convince the other 4 as well. Maybe not the Apex. He's who he is.
quick question.
Yes.
What if instead of having a public trial, we just sneak up there and kill
the 4
Avendi?
of them.
Unfortunately, because we are all contract bound at the moment, if you do try to sneak up there, we would have to stop you.
But under the disputation of wills, does that not suspend all operations until trial is at?
Neither side can interfere, no. So
They
you
are
would.
But we're not aside.
officially in our contract.
What if we snuck up there without telling you?
But I see your point. I would like to do it the honorable way, but there are options.
If you think you can sneak past the 8 rings, please feel free. I'd like to see it.
Would you care to place a wager?
Do it.
Bilbo thinks for a moment and he goes, "Yes, you know what? 100 gold says you wouldn't be able to sneak past our."
200 gold.
100 to 1 gold, I hear.
No, just 100 gold. Please no. I've made that mistake once before.
How far is it? Half a mile?
Yeah, half a mile up there, so yes.
Now that they're here, can I draw them a map? Is that okay? Is that like against the rules or anything? I don't know.
I mean, we'd prefer you didn't tell everybody exactly where Skald Seat is. You'd have to lead them up yourself.
All right, that's fine.
Well, if I have to take Vicky along, then never mind.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear anything. Look, Taka should be here soon with the other 4 members. Unfortunately, we can't convene at the high seat currently.
And Taka is...
Taka is the apex. Yes, he is the prime of the Diamond Wing. Yes, Diamond Wing. Yep, the first wing.
So-
The first ring.
This is out of character. Was Dratia the Apex in the past?
No, she was a paragon, so she's like one of the, think of them as like forerunners, the founders.
Founding fathers.
So she was
and
the
mothers.
first prime of the Opal Wing.
Does
But
she have any extra sway to help try to break the tie?
I mean, paragons are kind of like, what do you call that? They're like they're grandfathered in. They listen to them until they're senile, and then they stop listening to them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there really aren't that many paragons left. They're all either old and retired or dead, or except for Dratia, like she's the youngest. But she doesn't have any sort of like special tiebreaker vote or anything like that.
You should have thought about that when they wrote
It was
down
more of an
Is
honorific title.
Lyra
Constitution.
Lyra is not currently here. As far as you know.
I'm assuming that the third ring, or not third ring, Lyra's ring. I am assuming the Onyx Wing is siding with Aventi.
Yes, currently they are skulking the mountainsides, looking for any intruders. Again,
Those
if
are the
you wish
ones-
to test your hand.
Those are the ones you want to watch out for.
Well, right.
We beat Lyra before. Twice.
Not Lyra. She's a friend.
Yeah, but that one time when we
Well,
weren't sure she was a friend.
Well, while we wait, Victor, what have you been up to?
I would love to regale you.
And I guess if this is like a camera pans out for a
Yeah.
second moment, then
Yep.
I would give him.
Yeah, just give him like a brief overview.
I'd pause it a moment, and I'd go, listen, she tells it way better than I do. I'll do the pantomime.
So by the time there is commotion outside, you've kind of finished up the story. Bibble did ask you about the other mission that you had been sent on.
Yes. And we would have told him that we found the.
Wait, we're using that as a bargaining chip. Don't give away too much.
We'll tell him that we acquired the treasure we saw.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. And then you do hear voices outside, and they say, I think they're here.
Okay.
Let's go. And all four of the primes will stand up. Dratia will follow.
After all. So we can testify against what Aventi's plans were.
Sorry.
And you step out into the camp. It's not really dark. It's not really light out either. It's kind of, we'll just say it's like pre-dawn at this point.
May I ask a question?
You may.
So, is the place where they first tried to break it, do the cracking and the whatever,
Yeah.
itself, was that where you said that there was like a weakness there?
Mhm.
Was that because of when that dragon came?
That would be this side. That is why they are here, is because
Because
of
this
that.
is where the dragon
Yes.
came. Okay.
They're conic
second
mage.
weakness.
Skarnoff.
Razorweight.
Yes. This is where, not Dratia, but Cassia cast her ritual and basically tried to break through the barrier, which is why it's already weakened, which is why Aventhi is here, because it is a weakened area of the barrier.
Okay. But the other area was weakened as well?
Yeah, the area of the cracking was weakened by Aventhi, specifically. Yeah. He is the cause of the
He
cracking.
just picked a random spot and was like,
Yeah, he was just kind of like, this is my area of operations. I think I can break
it's
through. And
close to where he was from.
Skinwalker Ranch.
yeah,
That's
'cause
where
that's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the crack that showed up like a year ago that we all noticed.
Yeah, it's like 6 months or something like that. Yeah, that's what Seredan originally went on her journey for. Her dog got rid of her.
You mean a Venti.
Don't.
We're going to have a Sere.
All right.
I am
Never
no
really liked
father.
Madame much anyway.
No.
All right, so you step out of the tent into the pre-dawn morning, and there are four more figures standing there. One of them is a half giant with gray skin, and he's carrying a rather large axe. One of them is sort of, it looks like your standard Onyx wing assassin type. He's got the leather on, he's got the bandana, the hood, that sort of thing. And then the third is just kind of a woman in a kimono, and she's got a pair of like fan blades that are kind of just resting idly at her sides. And then standing in front of them all is Taka, the apex. And he is a large kitsune. He has black fur and your typical nine tails. And he is a large sword is kind of flowing behind him, and it looks like a very long sword. In fact, we have a figure for him as well.
Nice.
Scott, do you want to go grab Taka really quick? Sure. All right, there is Taka for everyone to see.
Ooh, cool.
That's cool.
So I'm assuming the other 4 primes step out first, and they kind of part after a moment. And Dratia like walks up next to you, and both of you step forward, and you see Taka start snarling, and he goes, "Nymph, what are you doing here?"
I am here to call you out on your actions. You bring dishonor.
I bring dishonor.
All of the 8 rings.
I remember correctly, the only dishonorable one here is you. I should have been harsher in my punishment.
So you acknowledge weakness then?
What is the meaning of this meeting?
I do not believe that you understand what you're getting into with Aventi. I like to hope that it is your blind ignorance that drives this madness. Ooh.
The only thing that I see here is a little whelp trying to tell me what's best. Just like in the christening, you thought you were better than your superiors.
In the Chrysalink, I was hot-minded, I was cocky, I was blinded.
So you acknowledge weakness.
I do. And I overcame that weakness. You cannot say the same.
I will overcome any weakness. Aventi will make us remember. He'll make us strong again.
So you believe that is strength? I offer the same, with less of the strings that he is puppeting you with.
Do you have proof of this?
I killed him, sorry.
Well, we have the scroll.
We have a ritual that has been blessed by the gods to restore our memories without impacting the barrier. If you break this barrier, Ogma, the god emperor, is very eager to conquer this place.
Show us this ritual. And roll me a persuasion check, please.
I'm so proud of you, Victor.
It's 5. Inside, he's
Victor
on the
is
outside. He's
pretty cool
going like
after
here, and
all,
on the
right?
inside, he's going.
I'm speaking to an apex like this.
So that's a. Good.
I want to use some sorcery points to. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't take subtle spell. Never mind.
I thought you had subtle spells.
I think I took twinned instead.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me look.
You had it when you were the other sorcerer.
Quickened and twinned.
So that's bless is not there. So 13.
13. Okay. And then do you show off the ritual as well?
Oh, actually, can I roll?
Just
can I
don't
roll
let
with
it
my
leave your
inspiration?
grasp.
12, 18.
18.
Okay, I will say, hello, my name is Eve.
Hello, Eve. You have the ritual?
Yes, but what I'm about to show you is very special. And it cannot leave my hands.
Very well. Bibble, please look it over. Bibble will actually come over, and he'll start, like, quickly reading through it, muttering, like, oh, wow. Oh my, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good letter.
Interesting. Yeah.
And if that
It appears
was...
this is only half of a ritual.
Well, yes, that's the problem, is we need the other half.
And where is the other half?
In the well, Aventi has it.
So, working with Aventi is still the goal.
I wouldn't say working with.
He
would
doesn't have to be in possession of
He would resist our attempts to obtain the second half.
And we would have to resist with him. That's the contract we are under, Victor. You do remember about the 8 rings and our values.
I do, and I follow them strictly.
Then why all of this charade with the disputation?
Because I wanted to give you a chance to redeem yourself before it is too late.
I do not need redemption, especially not from you.
To further strengthen my point, I am also in possession of knowledge of our people and where we were derived from.
And we're just supposed to believe that you have this knowledge.
Would you believe... You might not believe me, but I will allow Bibble to also verify the signature on this page.
And Bibble comes over and he's just like, oh, it's a fun day for me, isn't it? And
I'm just going to unscroll it to where he sees the bottom, like 2 lines and then the signature.
Oh, this appears to be something from Cassia.
This is her recounting of the when the formation of the 8 rings had happened. And I am willing to impart this, but I will not do so to those who are engulfed in madness where this wisdom would be lost.
We are aware of how the 8 rings was formed, Victor. We don't need to know that part.
I know where we came from beforehand. We all know.
Enough of this. Let's put it to a vote, as we always do.
I think you should challenge him to beat the Apex. Just say, trial by combat.
Everyone 4, and Bibble, Kushina, Ezra, Udathi, and Dratia will raise her hand as well. And Ivan will all raise their hand. And there's kind of a murmur through the other 4, but none of them raise their hand. And Taka says, it looks like we are at a gridlock. Which means there is only one way to resolve this, Victor. Are you prepared?
I am.
Very well then. And he kind of nods, and all of the other members of the 8 Rings start spreading out. And Dratia walks up to you and he goes, "Are you sure you're prepared?"
No.
for this? Great, you'll do fine.
But I have my friends, and if I die here today, I want you to
Resurrect you. if we win.
resurrect me, but carry on in the event that you don't have.
Yes, it's rock paper scissors.
Best 2 out of 3.
they do the whole dual march away and spin around and are like,
So Taka will take place on one side. Actually, you know what? What gets set up is they'll bring some people over and they will set up a bunch of posts that they kind of drive into the ground, and they're about 8 feet in the air or so.
While they're building it, I'll just kind of let them know.
You're seeing over your side. It's a ritual of combat. This is actually how I met Lyra. It's quite romantic.
Is it just you and him, or do we get to help?
DM?
It's absolutely just a one-on-one combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a one-on-one.
So I couldn't cast Bless.
What you do before the comment is not my
Okay.
prerogative.
So
I
you
harm
can
my
just go over to Victor and touch his shoulder. Victor, do well, and you are blessed.
I don't have much to help you, but use prestidigitation.
And
Make you
bardic
billowy.
inspiration.
What's
You are
the
blessed
D6?
and inspired.
Is that D6 or D8
D6. Right.
For which one?
for your
Bardic.
level bard?
Yep.
D6.
Dang it, now I really wish I had soda spell.
I pull the Rock Hopper Clan vodka out.
I'm gonna need
take
it.
a swig.
Does anyone have a bar stool set in the corner? Get some towels ready.
Bolt has.
A seatbelt. You just sit down and then Victor sits on you. Come here, buddy.
Or anything?
You, Victor.
Okay. I'll cast guidance on him for what it's worth.
What does that mean?
It's a D4 to your next ability check. So if you ever have to counterspell or grapple or escape a grapple.
Oh yes, grapple. That's always a good. That's always a good plan.
Unless you
Always
I
good
am
when
really
Victor
good.
I'm going to
grapples.
start off with grapple.
Okay. So once the posts are set up, Taka will kind of just take a light hop, and he'll go up the 8 feet and land on one of the posts.
Okay.
And just kind of steady there. And his blade, the apex blade, Mamoon, kind of floats behind him again. It's just kind of spiraling around.
Mamoon.
Mamoon.
Okay. I will. I'll just I'll lean into the fact that he thinks I'm a whelp and climb up more clumsily, but
And he does there's just that slight sly grin on his face because this should be easy.
a deep Bow.
And he gives you a bow as well. Blades and all, obviously. Or blade, in his case.
And I did hone my blades before this.
Okay. And we're going to go ahead and have you roll initiative against him.
Okay. That is a 16. I guess in that bow, would I be able to do use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith with one of my?
Yeah, if you would like to.
So I'll take one of the ceremoniously just take one of the ironwood leaves and cast it. That's +2. There.
Okay, so the rules are simple, and the Dratia basically tells you guys as you're standing there. Either one of them falls and unconscious, or one of them falls off the posts and hits the ground. Either way, that is the end of the match. You said 16, right?
Yes, 16.
Okay. Well, then you get the initiative.
Okay.
Sir.
I'm going to start off throwing one of my blades as an attack. This is going to be Cinderheart.
Okay.
And it's going to howl. That's going to be 11 plus. I'm really nervous. It's not real fun.
It's real to Victor.
I know. It's real to Victor. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's plus 11. I think that's supposed to be plus 10. So that's going to say 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Okay. And then that's going to be for the damage. Shadow Song.
Was it Shadow Song or was it?
This is with Shadow Song specifically.
I wanted to ask. Do you pull down the blindfold or do you keep it up?
Sure, I'll pull down the
Okay.
blindfold as like a taunt.
Perfect.
And I'm going to use Shadow Song to kind of see where he's at. So that's 13. And then I am going to use a bonus action. I'm going to switch places with the blade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him again with one of my performance points.
Okay.
It's 11.
You
so
can get
that's-
advantage with that attack.
Yeah, advantage 20. That's out of the box. So the first one was 11, so that's going to be, again, 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, and then it again. And that, I have advantage, so I also get the sneak attack.
Yep.
So we're going to roll the Shadow Song. It's going to be 12 damage, plus 66. And I'm going to re-roll one of those, so that's 27. It's not as cool. 26.
26 plus 12.
It happens every time. It like always goes down. It never
So
goes up. I'm like,
30.
surely
So
a
good.
2 on a d6. I'm going to get something higher.
Doesn't Piercer just let you re-roll one?
Just one more.
Ones and twos.
Is it ones? I thought it was.
Great weapon fighting style.
Let me make sure. I think it said you could reroll one.
Just
damage dice.
re-roll of your
Once per
choice.
turn, you hit a creature with an attack, deals piercing damage. You can reroll the attack's damage dice. Or you can reroll one of the attack's damage dice, but you have to use the new roll. So I can't choose.
Okay. Yeah, so Victor, you bow, and then as you bring it up, Shadow Song comes streaking forward, kind of illuminating the area with its cry, and he kind of leans off to the side, so it just kind of slices his cheek a little bit, and then all of a sudden you are there behind him, and you stab into it. The problem is he's on the edge.
The post, yeah.
He's on the edge post, so I need you to make me an acrobatics roll with guidance.
With guidance!
With guidance. So it's
Yes.
And,
And bless.
And bless.
Yep.
So that's going to. I thought that was a 2. It's like, no, it's a 16. Plus acrobatics, plus 14, so that's 20, 30, plus 1, plus bless, 33.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you slice him, and you're kind of like tumbling down, and like everybody kind of gives like a lean in, like oh, but not really like a gasp. And you bring a couple of your blades down, and you just kind of jump off of them and onto one of the posts. And then it is Taka's turn, and he is barreling down on you. So he is going to make a trio of strikes with Mamoon. Mamoon. The first one is a 19 to hit.
Hits. Wait. 19, it still hits.
Okay.
It's my AC 19.
Take 15 slashing damage. The second attack is
I'm gonna. Give me a second. Like 15 damage. I want to
reduce it.
reduce it.
Okay.
So that's going to put half of that back. So that's going to be 7 more back, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, the second one is only going to be an 11, so that one's going to miss.
Okay.
And then the third attack is he is going to kind of bear down on you, trying to basically knock you off the platform with this next weapon attack.
Okay.
And that is 19 as well.
19 hits.
So that is only 7 bludgeoning damage, but you must succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
I made Bardic Inspiration on this one, possibly.
You have bless.
So it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16.
That's enough.
Sweet.
Through all the will of your friends, you manage, like, he basically, like, hits you with the butt of Mamoon at the end of his trio of strikes, and you kind of like stumble back and you do that balancing act.
Don't worry, I'm used to butt actions.
And he does bring his hand up, and the blade kind of like hovers over him, and he goes, "You are no match for me, Victor."
I am no match, but
I'm not butt action too. Wait, did I say that out loud?
Someone's all cheers on the other side.
The half giant.
I may be no match, but if I do not stand up to you, no one will.
Okay, and then it is your turn.
that's a 18 plus this, which I'm pretty sure it hits. So that's 20 plus my. Not even without that, so that's 30 to hit.
30 to hit?
Yep.
Yes, that one.
And I'm going to. So this is the attack. I'm going to hit him with it. So I'm jumping to the one of the posts near him.
Okay.
And this one is with.
Yeah, you guys are definitely like dancing along the post at this point, slashing at each other.
This one's with Cinderheart.
Okay.
So that's going to be the 1d4 plus 9, and then the 2d10. So I need him to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. That is going to be 13 damage for the initial.
He does make his Constitution saving
Okay.
throw.
So
Has that always been a Constitution saving throw for that?
yeah, it's a DC 15 con save. Technically, this is modeled after the
Yeah,
dagger
the
venom.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just DC 15. Otherwise, I don't think they take any damage. Yeah, they don't take any damage from
Okay.
the fire. So, and then with that...
Sorry, what was the main damage? 13?
13?
Okay.
Yep. And I'll spend another performance point
To slip behind him?
to slip behind him again. This time I'm going to try and basically just, again, try and get on the post behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a 6.
You have advantage. Button.
Yes, I have advantage. I rolled a 1 there. That's not good. 2. That's 7. That's going to be 17 to hit.
17. He's going to use his reaction
And this is with Moonfang.
and parry.
Okay, so Moonfang.
Yep. Okay, then it is his turn. So another trio of attacks coming at you. And again, like, you guys are full on dancing around the post at this point. The first one is a crit.
I have the damage.
Okay. This one. Normal crit rolls. $29 slashing damage, and then you can cut that in half.
14.
The next attack is a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. You duck under that one, and then again he's going to try and press the advantage on you, and that is a 16 to hit. So he does not hit you with the knockdown either.
Okay.
Okay. And then it's your turn once again.
So I should have 2 blades. Cinderheart.
Yes, you do have 2 blades.
2 blades
out.
behind
Mhm.
you. I want to use my action to cast Cloud of Daggers where he's standing.
Okay.
And as my performance point, and then my bonus action, I want to pull back the other 2 and make him do a deck save.
Okay, what is the DC on that again?
It's 15.
15. He does not make either of his saves.
Okay, so that is going to be, these are honed, so there's 2 dice on them. That's 2 damage for the first, 4, 6, 7 for the second.
So 9 total. All right, and then he starts his turn. And he's going to take Cloud of Damage.
Okay.
I believe is the term that
Cloud
we
of
use.
damage.
Out of damage.
Cloud of Damage.
44? What
Yeah,
level
I'm
do you
pretty
cast
sure
it?
44. 44 damage.
44 damage. Okay.
Okay, there you go. Dang. It's 4, 4, 2, and a 2. So that's 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. Yeah, it cuts him up pretty bad, but he's gonna jump to the next post.
Okay.
You don't give him a saving throw here. He says it's okay. No critical failure. Easy win for you guys this time, I suppose. So the first one is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
For 12 damage. Second one's an 18 to hit.
So for the 12 damage, I'll have that.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 6, and then 18 hit misses.
Okay, and then the final one is lower. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So you're kind of fending off Moon at this point, and he's getting a little frustrated. You can see, and his third strike, he actually pulls out another dagger, and he's going to try and bring it around. It's kind of like one of those punching daggers, and he's going to try and bring it around, and it just about hits your neck, and a blade stops it. Mamoon stops it.
What?
And that's exactly what Taka says and what everybody else says. Okay. And then it is your turn, Victor.
Okay. Confused at this point, but what I will do is I'm going to make an attack
Okay.
with a certain needle that I have. Just to see.
Finally uncorked it.
So this one was a 10. I don't know what that would be.
Just use your dagger. That's fine.
Just the dagger, so
Yeah,
it'd be
you're
10.
attuned to it. So.
So that would be. I don't think that'll hit. I think that was 13. So that misses.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah,
So-
the needle goes overhead.
And then I'll switch places and attack him with my next. That's. I've spent all my luck. So that is a.
Do you have advantage on that?
You're
switch
right.
places?
You're right.
As long as
That
you
was
have the
going to be a
performance points.
15. That's worse.
Victor,
I'm losing.
you're doing well.
I'm stumbling at
I'll
the
give you
fact.
another bardic inspiration.
I'll allow it. You're just cheering him on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't sense any magic here.
18.
18
Yeah, well,
will
that's
hit.
what he's just like.
Okay.
Yep. And he will not be able to use his reaction because his blade is not obeying him currently.
Okay. What's the save? For
So
For the love.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you
switched
swatch
places.
places.
Never mind. I
Yeah.
switched places. I already used the low one. That's the different one. So I'm going to, I guess, just this one with Sandman, because I have that one's still honed. 2, 5 plus 9. No, plus 7.
Plus sneak, because you had advantage.
Yep, plus 7. Oh, sorry. Plus the 21, so it's 35.
yeah, so the dagger slams right into his shoulder, and he's so shocked about the fact that his own blade just blocked his strike, something that knife dancers aren't supposed to have happen because they can control all of their weapons.
I'm gonna do the
he
Arya
goes-
Stark.
Perfect. And he goes tumbling over and slams into the ground unconscious. And yeah, there's kind of a cheer that goes up, and Mamoon kind of straightens a little bit and then gives you like a bow, and then it is going to slowly just start spiraling up and overhead, just kind of looking around.
Interesting.
I will.
Well.
Cast Speak with Blades.
Speak with swords.
At this point, he'll be too stunned. He's very. Yeah, he's.
I'll look over at your GM and be like, "Did you do that?"
No, all of the weapons from the Paragons have intelligence by this point. They've been around long enough. I think Mamoon just saw honor in Victor more than honor in Taka.
The moon has spoken then.
Yeah, it's the Apex Blade. And everybody kind of nods and they say, I guess that concludes the disputation of wills.
Are you the apex now?
I try and grab it.
You try and grab it. It actually will spiral out of your hands and away, and it's actually it will actually spiral downward, and it will stop right in front of your mother. And she will reach out very slowly and like touch the tip of the blade, and then it will just start spiraling and go behind her. And she's like, "Oh no, I don't want that."
Damn it, Victor!
Your father's going to be very upset.
So, and if I recall in law, if he's defeated, he succeeds, or do I have to kill him?
What is the rule?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
man of the 8 rings.
I don't remember. Give me.
Well, then you can make it up right now.
I'm pretty. I think it had to do if they died, if they succeeded, or if in combat.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. I think it was left gray intentionally.
I think the Apex Blade choosing a new owner probably qualifies as a
Victor
right
would
of
jump
succession.
down to Taka, his unconscious body,
Mhm.
and
Take Tempered Mercy and slam it on his head.
That's my job, not yours.
He will remove his headband, and he's going to tie it around Taka's head and say, "You have much to learn." And then I'm going to go back to everybody else.
Do the runes glow?
even if
Always
that
curse.
like if I lose that thing for now, then
Mhm.
that's fine. But
Okay.
I'm going to leave it with him.
You leave it with him. The runes do not glow at this time. You
I don't know the
yeah,
incantation.
you don't know the incantation. That's sort of an Apex
Jatia
thing.
does. She could go.
And you come back over, and Tritia's just like, "That was incredible, Victor. I don't think that anybody here is going to deny that you are a true member of the 8 Rings and truly honorable."
To the victor goes the spoils.
I've never wanted to kiss you more, but I'll settle for a hug.
Come on, just one time.
It was not me, it was the strength that my friends gave me. I would never be here without them.
Yeah, I guess you guys have one more job to do, don't you?
Defeat Eventhi?
Yes.
It's
Will
the
the-
one job I've been trying to do for
Will the 8
feels
rings
like half of my life.
help with
We can
his
provide
minions?
supplies, and we can harry the bulk of his forces to let you get up there. We really can't strike against him, or else it'll break a creed that we've kind of set for ourselves. You know, that's important around here.
Good enough.
Okay.
When can we leave?
Now,
Heavy
Let's
on
go.
the honor, light on the trust, I have to say. Can
welcome
you
to
prove
the 8
it?
Rings. And she's going to nod to Bibble, and Bibble is going to, like, he's got like a butterfly in each hand, each of his 4 hands, and he's going to like be sending them out everywhere. And you see a bunch of other butterflies start kind of like scattering to the winds.
Can we leave this place now, please? Yeah, she's come floating in on a cloud of butterflies.
I love that. Sounds awesome.
Vicky, are you hurt? You need a little patch job before we head up to...
They make a butterfly throne for you, and you just have like
I
one
don't
leg
know about
crossed, and there's like
art. I mean, and he's got like a bloody
Amazing.
nose, like he's got a black eye.
Should we take an hour to let you catch your breath?
Unless I have a drink I can use. I still feel like I have strength left in me.
here. I'll give you a healing potion. Just
Thank you.
drink it.
So,
Drink.
Do you need more?
so it's that's a 2d4 plus 4.
Yes.
Or which
Potion of healing,
3.
2d4 plus 2.
5.
Well, you get the full. You get the full amount.
That's right. So that's 8, 9, 10.
Do you need
10,
more?
Yes.
Okay, take another one.
And heal. At this point, I'm feeling sick, and I'm at 54 out of 69. But I can drink one of mine.
Take. You got one?
Yep.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got you.
Let Eve
Okay.
heal.
Your hands on you.
Yeah, man.
1 point of second.
Has everyone?
Yeah.
Every time. This is canon now.
Do you want this or not?
I do.
Yeah. But you have to spend 1 point on me to...
Oh, this is like an abusive relationship.
So manipulative.
to what's the word I'm looking for? To calm my fragile ego, I guess.
You're down.
Satiate
You're
your
down 2
ego.
hit
Yeah.
points until you take a long
I'm just
rest.
kidding.
How many do you need?
Permanently reduces.
He
hit
needed 15.
15.
15.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so after patching Victor up, you actually start seeing that the 8 rings are like moving up the
Poor
mountainside. You can already hear the sounds of combat coming
I
through
like Victor.
as they engage whatever forces are arrayed against them.
As we're leaving, I do want to again do like a very formal, like not like we're talking about. I do want a formal bow to my mentor and to my mother and all the other people there. So.
Victor, we couldn't be prouder that you left here a bit of a brash child.
I was a little shit, I know.
And you came back, and if what you say is true, you might have the answers to the knowledge that we've been seeking all of our lives. We couldn't be prouder.
Thank you. I can only share this pride with my friends.
And when this is all over, we would like to talk with you all. Just not to necessarily like indoctrinate you. You don't have to join the Aliens or anything like that. But we do very much want to thank you for taking care of Victor.
I'd prefer to be an honorary member. That'd be cool. Like an honorary degree.
Well, let's
Do you have
see
like a little
if we can
badge,
do
like
this.
honorary?
What does 8 rings
Park
having
Rangers?
look like? I might choose. I'm still weighing my options.
Oh, and before I forget, can you please return these to the family? And I'm going to give them the ring and the daggers from the guy that died.
We'll
And
make sure they're
please,
delivered.
Find them, and I will speak with them as well after.
Of course. Thank you. And they'll like reverently fold them up in a cloth and set them off to the side. And Trinity goes, all right, enough of that. We've got a fight to get to.
Let's go.
Yes? All right, so you guys go running up this kind of winding back and forth switchback path, leading up. You can hear the sounds of fighting every now and then. You come to a kind of a cliff face, and you can see a group of orcs or like a group of devils that are engaged with members of the 8 ring in one capacity or the other. At one point, you do see Lyra, and she gives you a brief wave and a nod before she goes back to stabbing a couple archers that she had snuck up behind. In fact, like they don't even notice her as she like waves at you, and then she just goes back to
She's standing on the broom.
Yeah, she's got the broom just like strapped to her back. And you start heading up, and eventually the just kind of mountainy terrain turns into more and more rubble, and sort of it looks like kind of tumbled stone, but that has been worked. And Victor, you actually do come across kind of a placard that has writing on it that you've never been able to read before because it's in Aran. And you come across it, and it says Skald's Keep.
Skald's Keep
is the name that you read in Aran.
Instead of Skald Seat.
And you continue on your way up, and you kind of come to this entranceway. The fighting has kind of died down here, but you do hear noises up ahead. So what do you do?
Charge into battle.
I don't know if we're going to sneak our way in here, but we could try. Do you want me to scout ahead?
Mhm.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Victor.
Works. How about you take one side, I take the other? We meet in the middle. I can't really tell where you are when you're singing, so.
All right. Don't stay too far behind. And I'll cast Song of the Unseen.
Wait,
Okay.
who said that?
And try and... I'll go left.
Okay, so there's the entrance, and then you're going to veer off to the left here. So the main entrance, you kind of come sneaking on through, and you do see a trio of rather large, rather well-armored, well-armed orcs.
Okay.
Kind of standing there, looking like they're
Right
ready to defend the gate. Yeah,
Okay.
split apart probably like by 1 square each. Just ready to defend the gate. Put them back a little bit farther. We're not even revealing the battle map yet, but yeah.
Okay.
And you start kind of like weaving around them. None of them seem to be paying any attention to you. And then I need to know if an 18 hits you.
No.
You barely manage to see a crossbow bolt as it comes streaking through the air
Okay.
and slams into basically the rubble beside you,
Okay.
and like it just kind of like starts spraying and melting acid against this brick wall. And you look over, and standing on one of the piles of rubble, or one of the broken down walls, is Bruna the Black Scar. And she is, again, she's kind of this, she's pale, she's got black metal armor, she's got a helm that kind of covers her entire head that's big and horned. In fact, here she is if you guys want to take a look at her.
Talk about Bruna.
And very specifically, like, her head is turned directly at you.
Okay.
So she can see you.
She seemed to notice me. I rolled a 31 on stealth.
31. So yeah, you're able to kind of slip around to the right. She.
I'm going to message back to everybody. I've been spotted attacking, and I'm going to take a swing at one of the orcs here if I can.
I am Skyrim.
So let's go ahead and get into combat, and then we'll grab that extra attack from you as well.
I would have cast Bless on everyone.
Yes. Yep, I would have naturally assumed as you guys are heading into battle.
I'll cast Blur.
Yes.
Are you taking one of them?
For,
If you did at the third level, everybody could have it.
we'll do it for everyone. Myself included.
Thank you.
Everybody.
We have that
Domo
box
arigato.
right there.
And here is the battle map for everyone interested. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and grab initiatives here. Bolt.
6.
6. Victor.
15.
15. And let's say you can move in 45 feet from the entrance, wherever you want on the right-hand
Okay.
side.
I'll just be over here by this wall. Is this like a wall right here?
Yeah, basically anything outside of the ruins is...
45 from like right here.
Yeah, from right there. Yep.
25, 35, 40, 45. So you'd be on this row somewhere. Want to be
Yeah,
over
can
here?
I be on the outside of that wall?
Just barely on the outside would be
Right,
fine.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, just anywhere on this map would be okay. Yeah, as long as it's on the grid itself.
On the grid itself, okay.
Yep. Eve, what'd you get?
19.
19. Are you mounted on Darian at
Yes,
this point?
I am.
Ceradon.
12.
12. Ezra.
A sad 7.
Sad.
Sad 7.
Beat 6.
Wow.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack against that orc, please. We'll call that number A or 1.
Put markers on.
Yes, please.
That'll be number 1.
22.
22 will hit.
For 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay. Yeah, you definitely slash into it, and they all like cry out in alarm. And then, top of the initiative round, it is actually Bruna, and she's going to call back and say, "They've breached the inner sanctum!" Before she's going to try and fire another bolt at you. Okay. Let's see if this hits. Yeah.
Quit firing friends at her.
That's a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so you are going to take 16 force damage. And then I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As the arrow basically slams into your shoulder and webbing springs around you and starts to try and trap you into the ground.
Is that a web spell?
It is not. It is an entanglement shot.
That's actually an 18.
18 is enough. So you are not restrained for an hour.
For now.
Okay, and then... Oh, crap. Just a moment.
I forgot a figure.
The ancient black dragon.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them, actually.
I didn't paint any dragons, so
Okay, so we're good there.
we're good there.
Maybe Cory did.
Just a turtle giant.
It's just a couple turtle dragons.
Keep trying to get him to like come do stuff. He's like, no, I'll just do the right. You do the right first. Like, all right. I just need like 4 of me to be able to get.
Right.
Just have a like assembly line of
Nuclear launch detected.
As another figure comes around the corner, that may be familiar, Ergoblast
Payback, mother trucker.
is going to appear.
Ugly breath.
And he kind of just like grabs the sides of the runes and pulls himself through, and he goes, "Where is she?" Now,
Part where you
Ergoblast
make
does not
Bryson
have true
again.
sight.
That's why he's saying,
Alright.
"Where is she?"
Everybody stack up on Sarah. Put everything you got on her so you can sonic boom him again.
So he is just going to. He's just going to cast a scorching ray at you.
Okay.
Just basically blind firing 3 shots. The first one is.
Is he aware of her?
Yes,
I'm
everybody
taking
is.
hostile
Yep.
actions.
Oh, got it.
So the first one is a 16 to hit.
Yes.
The second one is a 19 to hit.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cast shield.
Okay.
So it misses.
And the third one is lower than that. So all 3 of them start like streaking towards you, and you bring up a magical shield, and they just kind of slam into the barrier.
Can't wait to kill you again. What are you doing back anyway?
You won't get the chance. Your better brought me back. Your power's no match for his. Let's see. Okay, Eve comes charging into battle.
So are we like right here?
Yeah, you guys are
Start?
basically getting up to the entrance at this point. I'll let you start on the board.
So let's see, how far can Darian?
Like
40, I think.
50.
50.
50.
How long?
So you could get right up to any of those orcs.
I'm not firm to core somebody, right?
Yeah.
Is it 20 feet for your gore thing?
Core?
Actually,
50 will put you here, but charge will only be 40. So you definitely get the charge, which I think is 20 feet.
Yeah.
Right. So 50 would be here.
Yeah, just go after that guy. Right.
Middle or the one that Sarah's taking?
The one Sarah's attacking. Okay.
Okay.
So, let's see how he does.
Come on, Darian. Gore him.
Come on, Darian.
9 plus 5. 14.
14 will miss.
Darian.
And it hits and slams into the armor.
Plus 3.
17?
17 will hit.
Okay. So, that means... Sorry, my brain is
2d6.
starting to struggle.
This isn't even late yet.
10 damage and it has to make a
With
DC.
extra.
Oh, sorry. So plus,
Plus...
so ram attack.
this- a ram attack.
So another d6 plus 3. So 12, 15 damage.
15 damage.
And it has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. It does not make a strength saving throw.
Prone.
It is bro.
It is prone. Yep, Darian just comes charging in and slams into one of the orcs and knocks him over. And then Eve can attack.
Good boy, Darian.
Now you have advantage.
Sweet.
You can use another die
Nope,
if you want.
I'm not. I'm sticking with these. That is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Hooray.
Hoorah.
Love the high energy.
And there was much
Magic
rejoicing.
blast, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
Second attack. Is 17 plus 9, so 26.
26 will
Are you
hit.
looking at the number?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
It's
black
hard to see.
And she's got a black.
For 11 damage.
For 11 on that one. Okay. Yep, you definitely have like caved the chest piece in on this orc a little bit. He is struggling to breathe a bit, but he is still alive.
Okay. And then I'll say, Seredan, this is your fight, but I'm here to support you. And I will give you Bardic Inspiration.
Perfect.
Supporting inspiration.
And then it is Victor's turn.
That's the dodgy gun. Oh, sorry. We're gonna run up and I'm gonna throw a dart. I'm gonna move up this way. I'm going to throw Love Needle at Bruna.
Oh, Bruna.
Natural 20.
Oh, snap.
How far do you have to be away from her?
And I assume she's still staring
20.
at Sere.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
So what is the saving throw that she needs to make again? I think it's a Pilfer of Love.
At some
is
point.
The...
Yeah, hold on. I've got the.
Oh,
This is in the.
fighting here.
This is back. The Wayback Machine.
Way back in the way back when.
Bandits,
Wayback.
Brubash, Burning
that from?
Forest.
There's something called a wayback.
Just somebody look up Pilfer of Love for me.
High
That
and
should...
Far Off Times from Rudyard Kipling. I don't know.
There's the Wayback Machine, which is on the internet, which takes snapshots of every website all the way back from like the 90s. And you can go browse what McDonald's looked like in 1994 and stuff.
Tracks, Topaz.
I'm sure there's something called the wayback.
What was it called? Rick?
Pilfer of Love.
Fairy
Glenn
Trials.
Hansard. Way back when.
One vial of Love Sap.
Yeah.
That's what we called it.
It's,
But it didn't have, I don't-
it's PHILT.
Filter.
The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this, you become charmed. There is no save.
Yep.
So Bruna she takes the dart to the neck and she pulls it out and she blinks and she's just staring at Seredan and she's like,
What are these feelings?
Eve is getting a little jealous.
And bonus action hide.
Love saps.
okay. Give me another stealth check, please.
Because I don't hide very often.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Are you continuing that spot, or you technically have to hide?
Or do you want to go over
I
here?
just shift into the doorway.
Okay.
So
Alright, so
I'm
this
assuming
is-
that I'm
this
hiding
is-
from them. I don't know if there's
This is
anybody
as
in
far
there.
as you can go, right?
That's wrong.
So you kind of like shift into the doorway and hunker down, and you actually hear a noise behind you, and it's a as an owl bear comes charging directly at you.
I screwed up!
So we're gonna put the Bruna's owl bear onto
That's
the
right.
Armored owl bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Golden goddess.
Dude, earmuffs.
That's awesome.
He's full of marshmallows.
We're gonna go ahead and give him disadvantage on these attacks just because you were like sneaking. So we won't
Beautiful.
make that. At least at the first one.
I was sneaking in plain sight.
Yes. So the first one's a 20 to hit you.
Definitely hits.
Disadvantage.
My AC's at 17 now because
Okay.
the Shield of Faith's no longer here.
Yeah. So 7
So
damage
it
from
ran
the
right
beak.
up to him.
Yeah. And then the other one, wow, he's really good at hitting hidden targets, is a 20 as well. So the beak hits you, and then the 21 damage from the claws slashing into
So
you.
what was the first damage? I'm sorry.
It was...
I'm gonna have the 21 because I haven't heard the other one yet. So it's gonna be 10.
I did not remember what the first one was, so I'll roll it again here. 13 damage for the beak.
13 damage.
Yep.
Now, with the charm that's on, what's her name? Was there any additional effect, or she's
She's
just
charmed.
she's just
It's her
charmed?
charm by
She's just
evil.
charmed. Technically,
Which means
if you
she-
are of a race and gender that she finds attractive, she thinks you're her true love for the hour.
Otherwise, like BFFs.
Yeah. Oh my god, girl, who does her hair? I don't have any.
Her name's
but, you know.
Fifi.
Hey, and it is Seredan's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Well, let's try and finish off this orc
Okay.
here.
The one on the ground.
Number
Yes, the one on the ground.
Love dirt is no more.
The poor orcs that have been caught off guard.
That's 25.
25 will hit.
For 26 damage.
26 damage. 26. So close. You did roll a 25 to hit, though, at least.
Next attack is a 21
21 will hit.
plus a d4 that I didn't
Okay.
roll.
And unless you do less than 3 damage on your
30
bonus,
damage.
Yep. Yep. You manage to just stab that orc twice, right through that kind of dented, cracked armor, and take him out.
Okay. And then I'm going to run. Oh, I don't know. I want to stay close to Eve, actually. So for now, I'm gonna just move over to this guy and take a swing.
Okay.
With a butt action attack.
Maybe
For
you're one
who
closer,
he
just
likes.
so you can be within 5 feet.
Oh yeah, actually, good idea. I think that's going to miss probably. Well, actually, we have 16.
16 will hit.
Car. Oh, it's just a D4 for 20 damage.
20 damage on number 2 or 3?
2.
2. Perfect. Okay. Yep, so just twice stab and then you just kind of streak over and smash your butt against the your butt. Just hip check him.
Give him a hip
Yep.
check. Yep.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
Twerk him
Nope.
to death.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Ezra.
Okay. I'm gonna push into the room.
Okay.
Just like one square inside. Yep. Perfect. Go, go. Yeah!
You want to be in
Yes.
here or up on here?
Nope, just one inside. Yep. And I'm gonna have expert
I don't know why.
charge number 2.
I was going to say something.
How
Yeah,
actually
That's fine.
And I'm gonna take a shot at number 2 with expert's help. Not very good. How about a 17?
17 will hit.
Okay. For
25 damage.
23.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
Then
Second
I'll take
attack.
Another shot. That's a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
For nope, not that dice. For 26.
26. Okay.
And final shot is a 16
16 will hit.
for 20 damage.
20 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, 3 shots hit this orc, and he just falls backwards, dead.
Number 2?
Nice.
Or number 3?
Number
2.
Who does number 2?
Okay, and then it is Bolt's turn.
Okay. I'm going to run in, and as I run in, Giant's Might. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's the sound it makes when he goes.
Oh, well, sorry. Before I'll do,
It's like when the orcs in Warcraft
Yeah.
just get
Berserker.
yeah.
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 Probably technically.
The grounds that did it.
yeah, and then I will
Berserker, right?
use my action to keep moving. So I got 30.
Oh, we gotta get Big Bolt.
What a big.
The only figure that didn't get painted.
I know. I tried. I
He
put
just
other
looks like
things first.
he looks like a statue when he goes big. That's what Giant's Might does. It's like an Avatar in Heroes of the Storm. It makes you grow big, but it also makes you gray.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I like it.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Okay. No bonus actions or anything.
That was
Oh.
bonus action was Giant's Might.
Giant's Might. Okay. The last orc.
I do yell, pick on someone your own size as I run in towards Circle Blast.
Perfect. The last orc is going to.
No, run away.
He's going to rush the archer
Ah,
as a bonus action. But I guess
Brother.
and the first attack is only an 11 to hit.
that'll miss.
Okay, and the second attack is less. So he comes in with the great axe, just like starts swinging it hard at you, and you just kind of like duck and dive beneath it.
Ixburn's there, like, in his face.
Back up to the top of the round is Bruna, and she's going to take like a second to blink and just really confused at this point. And then she's going to turn and she's going to fire down at Ergoblath. Because Ergoblath just tried to hurt the
That's
woman that she
right.
loves.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, don't be shy.
I'm going to say that this is with advantage because Ergoblath is not expecting this. This is flat-footed if I've ever heard it.
We're doing the
19 will indeed hit Ergoblath, and she's going to pour her acid into this as well.
Put your ass into it.
So 14 force damage and... yeah. So a total of 30 damage slams into him. And he lets out a scream and he goes, Bruna, what are you doing? And she goes, you will not hurt her. But Ergoblath's not going to listen, and he is going to cast...
It is, truly.
He's going to cast Firestorm
You take a
in
point
the
of
middle of
jealousy
everybody.
damage.
What?
Let's
I said you
protect
take a
Sari.
point of jealousy damage.
No, I'll tell you what it is in a moment here. It is a spell.
The radius.
The area of the storm consists up to 10 10-foot cubes, which you can arrange as you wish. So each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Basically, he's just going to surround this beginning area. I think he should be able to get you all within that.
I mean, you can go like
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10,
10, 10, 10. Yeah, so that's... Yes, he will be able to get everyone except for Bruna.
So everybody needs to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You get bless for that, right?
Yep.
Bless.
And if you're within 10 feet of me.
+5.
And this is a spell as well.
Yeah, spell reduction.
It was Dex.
Yep.
24.
It's really bad roll.
15.
7. No. 12.
19.
So
3.
What'd you roll, like a
17 was
2?
the save.
The DC.
Who didn't get above a 17? Seredan, Bolt, you'll be taking full damage on this. The rest of you take half damage.
I'm gonna use evasion.
Oh, wait. I'm going to use an epic die.
Okay.
17.
17 will succeed. So you will take half damage on that as well. And then a quarter damage for anybody within the aura because it is a magical effect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you'll take half
I'll take
technically. So we just calculate this. It's
Are these things that stay around?
no.
It's just like a one-time deal.
Yes, one technique. 49 fire damage.
Wow.
Yep. Half as much if you're within the aura, and then half again if you are safe.
Is it resistance that her aura grants?
Yes, I believe
So
so.
if I used absorb elements, it wouldn't
No, it
matter
wouldn't.
because I already have resistance.
Can't double up on that. So
Dang.
So 24 for half, and then 12. Okay.
Yep.
I gotta make a concentration check.
And then with evasion, I don't take it.
yeah, evasion. Being a rogue.
Rogie.
I'm busy getting eaten by a
12.
bird
Oh,
bear.
I can't fail. Never mind. Okay.
Okay, and then it is Eve's turn.
Okay. I will.
By the way, the orc takes it too. Number 3.
Oh, the orc would take it.
Mm-hmm.
Let him roll.
Let's find out if you have something.
He critically failed, so he's going to take the full brunt of this.
49.
49 damage.
Twice.
Ergoblath doesn't care.
That's why I only got half damage. I used him as a shield.
Body
Just
shield.
How far
Tuck
away
and
am I
roll.
from the owlbear? Like, could I make it up there on Darien?
50 feet?
50?
Yeah, Darian can pretty much get anywhere.
35, right?
The problem
Okay.
is that Victor is in the doorway.
Can you jump over me? Or is it...
Boing.
I would allow you to roll an athletics check with Darian for jumping.
17 plus... What? Athletics is
Strength,
strength
so
plus 3, so
30.
20.
We need to get you one of those little
20? Yeah, we'll let
jewelry
you.
inspection.
Yeah, you go bounding over, and you leap over Victor and land on the other side of the owlbear.
Would you allow me to do a charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's cool as heck. Yes.
In the air?
Land on the owlbear.
Oh yeah, it's probably like jump, land on the owlbear, and like kick
Try and,
off
like,
with the feet.
Knock him
Yeah.
prone.
So that is 18
18.
to hit.
18.
You can
I
do
believe. Yep, that will hit.
Okay.
Good job.
So,
He's not nearly as well armored as Darian.
8 plus...
Darian has no armor.
He's got the shared armor. though.
Or that's for 13,
13
damage. And then
damage.
we do a strength saving throw.
Strength.
13.
13. The owlbear fails its saving throw.
It's knocked
Nice.
prone.
Okay. Yep, so Darian just like knocks into the back legs and sends it tumbling to the side with a
Okay.
With a Tim Allen, apparently?
Mhm.
Weird. Pardon me.
Okay, now
And then
I
leave.
hate doing this because he's a creature. That
So, for your knowledge, technically owlbears are monstrosities. They fall under the Court of Night still, but they are technically monstrosities.
I just don't want to have some bomb me out.
And I have a badge.
Okay, good.
Worse.
Yeah, 1. It was a 4 and 1.
A 4.
It's like biting and clawing in the face.
Eve,
like
this is not the
13. Oh,
time.
plus
Oh, bless.
Don't have conflict.
Nice.
4, so
That's like
8.
a
Don't grow a
17,
conscience
wasn't it?
now.
Yeah.
17 will hit.
Yes. Okay. 16 damage.
16 damage.
Okay, second attack. That's nice. So 27.
27 will hit.
Okay. For 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
Let's move to someone else's turn. Someone whose brain is working.
Victor, let's hope your brain is working properly.
Oh, now you get sneak attack.
Bird brain, let's go. I'm gonna attack the bird.
Bird.
That's a 25.
I need an owl.
He's
bear
prone,
figure
so you
that
do have
is like a
advantage.
parrot.
Advantage, so roll
Instead of an
again.
owl.
That's worse. So 25?
Sorry, what was the attack?
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
That's a 4 plus 9. 13 damage.
13, okay.
Plus
The sneak attack?
Sneak attack.
Jonathan want a cracker?
23 damage, but I'm
That's
going to
going to
reroll
be
one
a
of
poly.
them. Those D8s.
A lot of artists
Those
do
would be sixes.
owlbears in like
That's a 6.
like snowy
There's a
owls,
one,
and
so-
barn
Just
owl
add
style. They just
28.
like go and get a
28.
cool owl and like
28
Or
sneak attack.
Yeah, you manage to take the opportunity as it's like on its side, and you bring one of your daggers down just right into its neck. And you can hear it let out a deep bleat. And then you also hear Bruno go, "Spine Crusher, no!"
It's a pretty cool name, I must say.
Sorry. Spine Crusher. that is a pretty cool name.
It's a pretty cool name.
Okay. Then it is not the owlbear's turn. The owlbear's dead. Seredan, it's your turn. Actually, the owlbear is making death saving throws because I like Spine Crusher. That's one failure.
Jaja, you've got this?
Yep.
You've got this. 15, 20, 25. All right.
Come on, Sarah.
One more that way.
So this is loud.
This way?
Yeah, well, I guess I could stand kind of on the roll part.
Yeah, I'll be fine here.
I'm just looking at faces.
Hello, frog face. Yeah.
We still hear Kingdom.
I'll get it
So
back.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Nice. 28 damage.
28 damage.
Second attack is a 23 to hit
23 will hit.
for 26 damage.
26 damage.
And oops. Butt action is a 22
22 will hit.
for
None of those were good shield targets.
24.
24. So, the thing about being a CR10 monster from the early days is you don't nearly have as much hit points and can't keep up as much. Seredan comes in and you just like slice through his stomach and he kind of like tumbles over and then you slice his throat. And then as he comes down, you just take the butt and just slam it right through the head.
Nice.
No disintegrations this time. Just pure death.
You've never been more attractive, Sarah.
Agreed, says Bruna.
More psychic damage, Steve.
That's funny.
All right, it is Seredan's turn. Wait, no, we just had Seredan's turn.
That's right. I
It
killed
is
another
Ezra's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
move diagonally towards Bolt and take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
As far as I can move.
That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So you're going to take, excuse me, 17 slashing damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna shoot him and get. I'll have experience stay back and give me advantage.
Well, he can stay here and then fly
Yeah.
past him to you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't.
So that's 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay, for 25.
25 is the number.
25.
And if he's still standing, I'll shoot
Yes.
him again. That is gonna be that misses. I'll throw an epic die on there. That's 12, 15. That's gonna miss.
15 will miss.
Did you add bless?
Oh, you're right.
Well, 16 will hit.
And that hits.
Yep. Found the AC.
Okay. For 26.
Okay, that second one hits him in the eye and takes him out.
All right, and then for my third one, I will just hold it because I don't want to mess up this charm stuff.
Okay. Then it is Bolt's turn.
How about you get closer to your love and I'll whip it.
So, okay,
pull it out.
go ahead and roll the attack.
Plus 7, 15.
15 will miss. So she kind of like slides under, or she kind of like grips with the, because she got one hand that's
The hook.
the hook. Yeah, she uses that to like kind of like fall down behind the rubble as the chain.
Her
goes
left
up.
hand.
Yeah, the one underneath the crossbow itself. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, a bonus action to give everyone 7 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, then it is her turn, and she's gonna drop down, and she's gonna move over to her owlbear actually. That's still on the ground, and she's gonna like kind of drop to her knees, toss the crossbow aside, and she's going to pull out a healing potion and start like pouring it on its neck, so reviving it to like 10 HP. And then she looks up and she says, "I think you've proven yourself enough. I'm not gonna fight anymore."
Sorry about the owlbear.
Pull the dagger out.
What was his name?
Spine Crusher.
So sorry about Spine Crusher. Where is Avanthi?
He's over by the portal.
What else can we expect?
A lot more fire, a lot more brimstone. He's got a devil there, a powerful one.
All right.
A devil, you say? Let's see.
I can't fight
He'll
him,
do extra damage
but
with smite.
I'm not going to fight
your
you.
divine
Oh,
sense would
divine
go.
sense.
All right, let's go. I don't want our spells to run out.
So you moved over to talk to her,
Yeah.
and so you start walking away, and she actually will grab you with the hook, and she'll pull you close, and she'll be like, "Come find me after." And then she's going to like help Spine Crusher to his feet and start like walking away. If you guys want to let her go.
Do we let her go?
Yeah.
Does Eve let her go?
Have her mercy.
Victor would step aside.
I'll just look at Eve and give her a wink.
Eve will do her best to tame jealousy.
One psychic damage.
Sarah, you're rubbing off on me.
Isn't it wonderful?
All right, so you go moving
No.
through basically this next set of rooms in these ruins, and you come up to the next part of the rubble, and you actually do see 2 figures. The first is a hunched dwarf that's kind of staring at this portal that seems to have large kind of spirals of glimmering metal through it, basically alt. You can easily recognize it at this point. And in his hands, he's kind of wearing like a teal robe, and in his hands he has this long scythe that just kind of hangs overhead. And he turns and he says, I thought I'd find you here. Welcome,
And
Sarah.
he can see me.
Yes. Oh, no, sorry. He can kind of like sense you,
Sure.
but he can't like see you.
Okay.
There is Avanthi for anybody who wishes to see. And then there is one other figure.
The
in
fire
the room as
on
well.
the scythe. That's awesome.
Got fire and stone.
You're gonna kill him.
And as soon as you see that scythe,
Yeah.
it very much like you feel the resonance from it as the choir like calls out to you.
And I just say, Aventhi, the choir grows weary of their patronage. I'm here to remove it.
Patronage. I control them at this point.
Right, like I say, they're weary.
Bergath, why don't you help me? And the other figure
Whoa!
is a large
so scared.
demon.
Ew.
That is creepy.
Fight me, demon daddy.
Perfect.
So are we like right here? Up here, Cory?
Hang on.
It's got butt action.
Ugh.
Dang, that's creepy.
Ew, he's got a nipple ring. Bro, calm down.
So where is he?
Here.
Like right here?
Yep, he'll be right there.
So are we up here?
Yep, you guys can be up there
This
at this
point?
point.
You should put the shirt on before you put some on down.
Explode.
Okay. And let us go ahead and roll initiative here again. As we begin,
How many rounds would you say we have left on, like, Bless?
we'll just continue on with Bless and everything. So that was, I think, 2 rounds, 3 of combat at the most.
Yeah.
So you still have about 7 rounds.
Ah,
Okay.
dang it.
Alright, here we go.
Do we get less on initiative?
Yep. Bolt, initiative.
20.
20. All right, so Bolt, your initiative was 20?
Yep.
Okay. Victor?
That was a 17. Yes.
Okay. Eve?
7.
7. Seredan?
Also 17.
17. Oh, whoops. I need to, hang on just a second. I need to add Ezra to this combat. Just a moment.
That dude is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. He was the first figure I ever bought as an STL.
Oh, did you buy it?
Yeah.
That's right. I was just saying that was the first one that I didn't remember that,
Oh,
but
crap.
I was like, that's one of the first ones I ever printed.
20. Victor got 17. Eve, what was yours again?
7.
7. Seredan was 17.
17.
Ezra.
25.
25.
25? Of course.
Yep.
I feel like I'm on Pirates of the Caribbean, but I'm stuck at the part right when you're going into the city and they're fighting in the
Yes.
shadows.
Aww.
Okay.
I wanna be on Pirates
So,
of the
all right. Top of the round. Let me see here. Aventhi is going to do something. All right, so Aventhi kind of like swirls his hands around, and you can see the shadow of a creature appear behind him, and you see it looks none of you have ever seen an intellect devourer before, but it's basically like 4 arms, and it's a giant kind of like brain that's just attached to these arms, and he points at, let's see, he can't really see Seredan at this point. He's going to point at Bolt. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
You're within 10 feet of Eve, so you got +5.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay, you're just going to take half damage as this slams and tries to like pull arcane knowledge out of your mind. But it does not quite take effect. So that's 22, so 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
Is what it does. And then it is Ezra's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna send Expert towards this demon. Take a couple shots.
Okay.
That's gonna be dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20 will hit.
26 damage.
26.
And I'll shoot again. That's a 10. That's horrible. Shoot again. Oh, come on. That is a 13.
Are you using Bless?
I'm gonna use. Oh no. 17.
17 will miss.
Okay, I'm gonna pour How about 19?
19 will hit.
Okay. That's going to be 26 again.
26.
But I'm going to try to banish it with the banishing arrow.
Ooh.
Nice.
So it needs to succeed on a charisma saving throw of 12. But charisma's
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good save to target.
He does make his save.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So the arrow hits him and he just kind of like snaps it away. Puking gnats.
This was on the demon.
Yep.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get a little bit of cover just in case nothing's brutal.
Perfect.
Don't die.
Don't take.
There's like a doorway
Not
right
again.
there if you want
Yeah, I can like go through, reach there and
to
target.
Bolt, it is your turn.
Okay,
I'm gonna move
In a
up.
rare turn of events.
right there.
Punt him.
And I'm gonna
Kick him through the portal.
yeah.
It's not complete.
I'm gonna punch the demon.
Okay.
And his backwards knee.
No, my backwards knee.
27.
27 will hit.
That's 14 damage.
14 damage, and then
And then he's got
disadvantage.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna punch Venthy as well
Alrighty.
with my second attack.
Nice.
And we're gonna go ahead and say that's a 14 plus 9, 23. 23.
23. Let's see. 23 will hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use my d6 for Giant Smite.
Okay.
And also my other d6 for the Fire Rune.
That would be 2d6, isn't it?
Sorry, yeah, 2d6.
Okay. And then he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Strength.
Yes.
Strength.
Yeah. Let's see.
He does manage to make the strength saving throw.
24.
Despite
DC
looking
16.
frail. Yep.
So
He
that's
just kind of like takes the scythe and slashes through the chains.
24 damage.
24 total damage on that.
Yep. And 4 of it is fire, if that matters.
It does not. Apparently. Okay. Aventhi is going to take a legendary action. And he's going to clench his fist, and you feel like a rumble beneath your feet. And he goes, Magranoth, send him to the abyss. And a pit is going to open up beneath you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
please.
You do get +5 still.
Yep, because I'm within 10. Nice. Plus. So that's natural 20 plus 1
Okay.
plus 1 plus 5. So 27.
Okay, yeah, so the pit opens up beneath you and you're able to jump back. So you need to move back 10 feet. Okay, as there is now a pit in kind of a 10 by, I think it's a 10 by 20, 10 foot wide, 20 foot long.
Oh.
Like,
Wow,
20.
jeez.
Interesting. I don't know if I have something there.
We should just have markers.
Yep, I'll just do.
Okay, and that is...
Is it like an endless pit, or is it like...
it looks like it is, I think it's 20 feet down. It's a 15-foot chasm down there, so it's just a 15-foot drop. But like it cracks open and everybody like feels the rumble beneath your feet, and then it's already starting to like slowly close, like it's gonna smash whatever would be in there if you would have fallen in there. Okay.
Too bad I couldn't action search the whip.
Alright.
Pull him in.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
It is the devil's turn. He is. Can he reach you? Is he within 10 feet of you?
He's within 10 feet of Bolt.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to make a 3-0 of attacks against you.
A 3-0?
A 3-0, yep.
Okay.
Almost. One would call that a trio, but we already have a trio. The first one's going to be a 29 to hit.
Yep.
And that one is 22 damage. The next one's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yes.
That was piercing damage, by the way. And then he brings his other hand around and tries to like send a wave of this kind of orange energy at you, and that is a 17 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, so you manage to duck underneath that, and it kind of hits the back wall, and you can see it's like definitely like searing even the stone. Seredan.
Yikes.
Okay. Sarah's just gonna scream and run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 around the pit.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And put it on a Venti.
Yep.
And then make some attacks.
Oh,
Okay. Crit. 2 crits.
Nice.
Okay, are you kidding me?
So, natural 20.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I get to add 4.
Yeah,
So,
one more, it's a turkey.
and she just comes around with Scalebreaker and just screams out, "For Malik!" And just like, you see this like white, blinding energy like coming out of Scalebreaker as she hits. I piled on an Eldritch Smite, and so altogether it was 108 damage.
Yeah, and it definitely like slices through Aventi, and he's like hunched over a little bit. He's using his staff to hold him. He looks like he's bleeding, except for the blood is like black and oozing.
Okay.
And that was attack number 1.
Yes. Attack number 2.
Sheesh.
That's gonna be, where's the D4? 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
This is going to be for much less damage. So that's 22 damage.
22.
And as she swings that time, she says, "For a Grantha."
Okay, and that slashes in.
4 more. Sorry, 26.
26. That slashes in, and he kind of crumples to his knees, and he says, "I see. I'm gonna need to embrace a little bit more of my contracts." And he starts like twisting and bulging, and the cloak starts ripping, and he begins growing and growing and growing until he is nearly the same size as this demon, and his body is shifting around until it is almost demonic itself. The pit goes away. Everybody who is adjacent to him, or who is going to be within his 3x3, gets pushed back to the edge. And let me go get Aventi unleashed.
Oh, are you getting pushed back?
I don't know. We'll see what he is.
Broken
3x3.
Yeah.
It'll be that. So
Oh,
You and I judge.
snap.
Dude, it's freaking, what's his name? Manaroth. Yeah. Look at the eyes on his wings.
So creepy.
So,
I like it.
Nice.
It does remind me of Manroth when Grom.
Mm-hmm. That was a great cutscene.
I remember playing that on PC, and like even though the graphics, like you go back and watch it, the graphics were whatever.
But for its
like
day.
first day, I'm just like, this is so cool.
So awesome.
and then as he like grows, you can see like his belly light up, and it hits to his throat, and he lets out a gout of flame. This is a. Let me pull
So
it.
who got pushed by?
Nobody.
No one did.
No
I
one
think
did,
everyone
yes.
was just outside.
Okay, because
Yeah,
we
everybody-
were all outside. Okay.
Yeah, Seredan might have a little bit if you were 10 feet
I
away.
was 10 feet away, but so yeah, I mean, it just depends on which way.
So
you
a
grew,
60-foot cone can grab who?
I mean,
Take your pick.
Oh, you want to kill?
As many people as possible, please, Scott.
I mean,
Technically, 2 or 1. That's what I can get.
If Seredan is one of the 2s,
Well,
no?
Because I'm on the side.
I mean,
You're
it nicks
just
the
outside.
corner of my base like that much. If we do right there.
I think
I guess what? No.
the rules
Sorry.
for
You can do that.
Right there.
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
go
do
3. Okay, so I need Eve, Victor, and Bolt to each roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Here, remember, if you're in my aura, you get plus
5.
That's a 24
And
plus.
is this a spell? Would they get resistance?
This is not a spell. This is
Like a breath attack.
this is Dragon's Fire.
35, and I'll use evasion.
Okay, 35 is enough. Yeah,
Use blast too.
and bless if you haven't.
Nice.
Victor dies behind the rubble.
Only your
18.
butt catches
18
on
is
fire.
not enough.
Oh, that's a high DC.
Flash of
Yeah.
Genius. Plus 3.
Nice.
21 is enough.
Thank
So
you,
half
Bolt.
damage for you. Bolt.
Let's see. 17.
17 is not enough. So Bolt will take 74 fire damage.
But I.
Well, I damage used my reaction.
Yep.
I
use
can.
reaction.
Oh, you're not within 15 anyways.
And then you will take half of that. So 74 divided by 2.
Yikes.
I mean, you saved half damage on her instead, right? Like
30.
6 is.
37.
You still alive there? Oh my gosh. 4 hit points left, huh?
Yep.
Sheesh.
Okay, and then
Every game. Every game.
that was Seredan's turn.
Mhm.
Victor. Oh no, you still have a butt action.
I don't, because I use my bonus
That's
action.
right, you
to
did.
Cast.
This does still count. The Hexblade's Curse is still on the
Yeah.
because
Okay.
technically he didn't change too much.
Right. He didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't die.
I
Nope, he
will.
just became.
Became
More powerful.
22.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
I couldn't cloud run that.
130
134.
something
134.
with 2 attacks.
It's pretty good.
All right, Victor, let's see what you got.
I'm going to use 2 performance points and cast Cloud of Daggers where he's standing.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh, you should cast it between them, then it will.
I'll cast it between them.
Okay.
Chopping some Achilles.
Yeah.
And then
Perfect.
Tail and foot. And then bonus action, I'll toss out 3 of my daggers. 1, 2, 3, and they'll be in defensive.
Alrighty.
And that will be Sandman, Clinch, and Gnaw.
Gnaw.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll try and take cover, I guess. Step back behind here.
Find this trouble.
Okay. Then it is Aventi's turn. So he's going to try and strike at Seredan 3 times.
He's going to take the damage as well for the...
Oh yes, please give me the damage for that.
Does he have...
He does not have true sight.
Okay, so disadvantage. Well, you
7
punched him
damage.
anyway, so
Yep.
he'd have disadvantage.
Yes.
Yep, either way. But no, I did not develop Aventi specifically to
I
capture
was...
I-
you know what? I
I-
am shocked.
you. There
Please.
is a way for him to get true sight. It just has to happen.
Okay.
It just hasn't yet. So
Thematically, it would fit though, right?
it would.
Because it's you're
Because
like
it's-
arch nemesis.
Yeah, it's the choir, but I sat there and debated about it, and I went, no, I'm not going to do that to Seredan for their nemesis. So, attack number 1 is a 23 to
I'll
hit.
cast shield.
Okay.
And it will miss.
Attack number 2 is a 28 to hit.
Hits.
So that's going to be. It didn't give me any of my auto rolls, so I have to roll like a plebe.
Like a normie.
30 damage. 20 of it is psychic. And then the third attack.
I should have healed up before we Kept going here. Huh?
The third attack is not going to hit. That's only a 21.
Okay. Good, because it probably would have killed me.
So he brings this weapon down and just kind of slashes across you. Duck the first one, but he instantly reverses and smashes into you. Kind of hits you in the side, and then the third one just kind of goes over your head.
Okay.
He goes, reveal yourself. Also, roll your concentration check.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It was how much? 30.
It was 30 total damage. So you need
So
15.
15.
For
So
bless.
I can't fail.
Okay,
Oh,
you'd have to
never
roll
mind. I'm not
Can I
within 5
reduce
feet of you.
concentration as well. Tori,
Oh,
you have to roll concentration as well
yeah,
for bless.
for the fire that hits you.
Can I reduce by 3?
Sure. 3 less damage, so heal 3.
I'm good.
Colby, heal 3. Because
Yeah,
you reduced
I
the
used my
damage.
dagger.
Thank you.
Okay, then it is Eve.
Okay. As a bonus action, I will cast my Hexblade's Curse. What? No, I can't do that. Yes, I can.
You
We
yeah,
took
you
a
haven't
short
used it.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. On Aventhi.
Okay.
And then Darian will back up so he can
Charge in.
charge.
That is one brave bunny.
He's the bravest. And squishiest.
Bravest boy.
It smells like marshmallows.
The bravest bounder.
Turned into marshmallows.
Okay, that is a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Or that's a 15. No, 18.
18 damage.
Then he needs to
Make that
strength
saving throw. He makes his save.
It's the raving.
He is 4-legged. He probably just hunkers down a little bit at this point.
tempered mercy.
Okay.
Prove yourself.
Prove yourself.
Prove yourself. I'm dying to meet you. Nope. It's a 4. Well, 13.
Yeah.
Shy.
That is a no.
This one is a 19.
Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you add bless.
20.
20 will hit.
Okay. What was my other one? It
14.
It was 14, so it would have been 18 at the most. She would have got 4 points.
Okay. So that is 15.
Okay. Yep. You come in with Darian and you slam in, trying to defend Seredan from this gigantic Aventhi.
And can I want to get such that I am like right next to Sari.
Okay. Perfect. At the end of your turn, Aventhi is going to take a legendary action, and he is going to teleport. We'll just put him right next to Ezra. Sounds like fun. It's too crowded over.
I'm like peeking out of the window. I'm like, all right, guys, I think I'm good.
No.
Yeah. Hello, little archer.
Oh my god.
And then it is the beginning of the round, so that means
Look at that weapon. Hope he doesn't blood action.
Aventhi is
on
going
you.
to call on the
If you bar
power
actions
again.
me, I'm like smashed.
He's going to just kind of raise his hand up, and you can see kind of this wave of energy go across him and the other devil. For this turn, they have haste.
No!
Double their speed
F.
An extra attack.
and an extra attack.
+2 to their AC.
And then it is Ezra's turn.
Okay. And even if I shoot this guy, I'm at disadvantage because I have a guy in melee,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, easy.
Shoot.
You could always
And
step
I
away.
am so scared to take an opportunity attack from this guy.
Yeah. That hurts.
Speak from experience.
Don't you
Third
get to
of
take
my
an
health.
opportunity? Or you use your
You
reaction for
teleported.
shield?
Yeah,
Yeah,
teleport
use
doesn't
my
need to do that.
I'm gonna risk it. I still have my tattoo.
Okay.
I'm gonna run.
Yeah,
Can you reaction a reaction?
You can disengage and run.
yeah, you can use your reaction whenever.
Okay.
It's not advantage with haste, right? It's just the extra attack.
30? Right there?
Yeah, I'll just get as far away as I can.
That's a 27 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits. And I am gonna use my reaction and use
Use
some
it.
tattoo stuff. Give myself a little shielding.
Reduced by a D8.
Yeah, each charge I use.
27 damage, with 12 of it being psychic.
Let's see. So I'm gonna reduce. So that's 15. 19. I'm going to reduce it by 19, so you said it was 27?
Yep.
Okay.
So 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, I can deal
That's
with
not
that.
so bad. Perfect.
Yeah. And burn 3 charges. Yikes. Okay.
So many rotations.
So now I'm out of the way. Okay, I will have.
So X-Burn would have been.
Yeah,
over
I'm
there
gonna
still.
attack Aventi just so that I can get the advantage from X-Burn.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 20, 33.
That'll hit.
2033.
33.
The year everything went to hell.
24.
24 damage.
And why not? I'll just shoot him 2 more times.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nice. 20. 31.
31 will hit.
Whoop, out of the box. 4, 23.
Okay.
Are you using? What's it called?
Sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter?
I'm just rolling incredibly well. And I bless. And final shot. That's 26 to hit
26 will hit.
for 22 damage.
22.
Can
Perfect.
add my Hexblade's curse
Extra
damage.
4?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yep. Yeah, you definitely fire 3 arrows right into his large form, but he doesn't seem to be affected too much. I mean, obviously, like, it's hard to tell with a large creature. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. I've burned my movement. I've shot at him.
And he is out of range of you. Let's see.
Well, he's 20 away.
Yeah, so we're good there. Bolt, it is your turn.
I'm like almost woozy. I'm gonna pop the cork on a healing potion.
Technically, it's
Superior-
small.
Yeah,
Eat it.
like one of those, like a mini bar.
Fireball.
Healing, superior healing.
Superior. And you're
Yeah.
doing a full action?
Yes.
So the
that's
full
40.
Full 40?
And then can I second wind as a bonus?
Yes.
Yes. Second wind. For 7 more.
Okay. Bolt does some quick repair work. Do you want to move, or are you good where you're at?
I'll move forward right there.
Okay. All right. Then it is the devil's turn. And he is going to take a trio of attacks against you.
How dare he?
First one's a 27 to hit.
Yep.
One of those.
That's 16 damage, piercing damage. The next is a 20 to hit.
Nope.
And then he brings his hand around with that kind of caustic energy again. And that's a 28 to hit.
Yes.
So first of all, you can see there's like a little tiny barb in there, and that does 14 piercing damage to you.
So I'm actually going to cloud rune that and have it go to Aventi.
Nice.
Okay,
Cloud Rune's so good.
14 to Aventi, and then he needs to roll a Constitution saving throw to prevent a wound. And he's going to pop a legendary resistance to counteract that. So you see him drawing upon the energy within him, and he kind of just creates a shield that blocks it, or blocks the negative effects from it, but he still takes the 14 damage from that. Turn, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're good. And then it is Seredan's turn.
Sweet. I have just enough movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Thank goodness for reach weapons.
No, I did.
And as she's running up, she's just like, I'm not finished with you, bastard. First attack is crit.
Nice.
Nice.
Because it's a 19 on,
Destiny.
on Hexblade.
Yeah, you just come like rushing up with the glaive and
Okay.
just like slash it in.
So, what was the number before the last number that you added? Do you know what I mean? Because that's like my pre-roll
70-something.
70.
There's 64. So it's 32 first, then 42 for 10 more, then 64 for 22 more.
And what was after that?
70.
Yeah, I think it was 70.
I think it was a flat 70 if I remember.
Okay. Plus, so I'm gonna do another.
Did that include the +4 exploit?
No, I'll add that. Sorry. I'm gonna use another, my second and final Warlock spell slot for another.
Eldritch.
Thank you, Eldritch Smite. Okay. So it's just gonna be 6 to 10.
Yell at the orcs, keep it down over there, we're fighting here.
And then 48. So, okay. Nice. 32 plus 4 is 36 more, so 106.
106 damage.
So 106.
Okay.
And she's just like, for no Sarai! And again, like, the blade of Scalebreaker is just glowing like white hot as she swings.
Perfect. Yeah, you definitely just like create another gash that is leaving kind of that glowing, radiant wound.
Okay. Second attack.
Okay.
Where did my...
Their choral sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Something I've seen.
25.
25 will hit.
4.
10 minutes or whatever.
30 damage.
30 damage.
And she says, for Breville.
And then butt action.
What action?
Bravo action. Bravo is always the butt of the joke.
Butt actions for Eve.
That's a 22 plus a d4 if I need it.
Nope, that'll hit.
4. 27.
Okay. Yeah, you slash into him a trio of times, and he is still standing, and he goes, "Your power is no match for mine." But it is... In fact, he's going to take a legendary action. He'll slice at you in return. And that is a 21 to hit.
Cast shield.
Okay. Yeah, so he brings the scythe down, and it slams in, and you just bring up a shield, and you can hear that same kind of flute going off in the background. You've got some friends on your side. Victor, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to walk this way.
Walk this way.
25, 30. I'm proud of all of you. And I'm going to throw a dagger at Buttface.
Wait, you gotta give me more than that. Okay.
Because his face kind of looks like a butt.
Yeah, like they're both ugly faces, objectively speaking.
Actually, I want to click my boots of speed first for my bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'll get up.
Oh,
And
the fiend had an extra attack on you because of haste. Oh well. It's an
I'll
epic
say-
die for me.
Sarah, you're not alone.
I still haven't used your
You still have those 2 negative ones we can choose, right?
No, those would wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 16.
Nope, he'll go ahead and just knock your dagger to the side.
You got this.
I tried exactly.
You're not alone!
I mean, it's really, it's the
little
thought
bit.
that counts for you.
Yes.
I got your back. No one will hit your back.
Anything
Hit me
else you'd like
first.
to do?
That's all I got.
Okay. Then, at the end of your turn, Aventhi will make another strike at Seredan.
Okay.
With his last legendary action. And that is a 19.
Yes.
Okay. Because shield goes until the end of your next turn,
Until
right?
the beginning of my next
At the
turn.
beginning. Okay. And then it is Aventhi's turn. So he's going to regenerate his legendary actions. And he's going to make 4 attacks against Seredan. Attack number 1, instead of a crit, it's a 14.
Miss.
Attack number 2 is also a miss. What is your AC right now?
24.
24. Okay. All right. 3 attacks miss. 1 of them hits. And so he's kind of like slicing through the air, and he's like, "Where are you, Nat?" And then we've got 10 bludgeoning damage plus 20 psychic damage.
So 30 total.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still up. Oh gosh. Barely.
And then it is Eve's turn.
Oh yeah.
Eve.
Concentration.
Evie.
Yes, please make me a concentration.
Let's see. It was 30, so 15. And I've got. Oh, I'll be
Sorry,
fine.
guys, because my roll's blurry.
Unless I roll. No, if I roll 2 1s, I'll fail. I'm fine.
All right, Eve. Are we charging in?
Eve's been thinking about Sari's butt action. So she
Now is not the time.
I'm charging in.
You could get right behind Sarah, or do you want to go past?
On a
Jump over
Jump.
or.
Yep.
Boing.
Not even an issue. Yep.
okay.
With allies, I'll say not even an issue. Even if there was difficult terrain to get through allies, like your bounder has enough movement. Which apparently is the normal rule, is difficult terrain for allies. Which I didn't know.
Makes sense, I guess.
Okay. 17 plus 5, so 22.
22 will hit.
Darian gets the kill.
That'd be so funny.
Sweet.
For all those times you thought I was
For 12.
For 12 damage.
Darian,
Okay.
call
Use your strength
non-lethal.
saving throw.
Call non-lethal.
You never know.
So sorry.
Strength saving throw. He crits. He is crit.
Okay.
And then Tempered Mercy.
mercy.
That's a 20
20 will miss. He has haste right now.
plus
23.
23 will hit.
You wanna roll on my little paper so you can see.
Might help.
Okay, that helps. Thank you. Is 12, 13. 12 plus 5 is 17.
17 damage.
Okay, second attack.
Oh, yeah, don't you?
Oh, plus 4.
Plus 4.
A 19, so that is a crit.
That is a crit.
Yeah!
Smite him.
I will smite you so hard. I'm so excited. Okay, so I get 2d8.
So 16. Plus your smite, your 3rd level.
Then I can't.
Oh, okay, fine. Does it now.
Like what if you die?
Yeah, good point.
Okay. This is a level.
So that's another 3d8, so that's another
Mistake
24.
calls.
Okay.
Plus your 5, and then whatever you roll.
Torrey, just remember, this
So
is how
that's 45.
Gandalf.
Plus 4.
This is how Gandalf
Oh yeah, plus 4 for.
got 5 extra levels
expert.
by taking the Balrog out by himself.
And
Okay.
then
This is
yeah,
the
you
moment.
roll 5d8.
What an XP hog, right?
Right? Fly while I get all the XP, you fools!
That's 6. That
14.
is. Yep.
22.
Is that 4?
One more, yeah.
This is what they call
26.
I was level
Plus whatever the
Yeah, plus whatever
already.
we already said.
Yeah.
75.
75.
Okay.
Wait, is he considered a fiend?
At this point, yes, he is considered.
4 more.
So that's an extra 8 plus another d8.
Okay. Well,
And-
he had 2 hit points left before that. So
What a
how would
waste.
you like to kill?
Oh. I don't know how to spot Sari kill.
Oh, no.
You can kill him non-lethal.
No, we're doing it.
Kill him non-lethally.
We're just gonna take Tempered Mercy and just like tear apart his insides so his guts are spilling
Okay.
out.
Nice.
Yeah, you hone in on all of the glowing, radiant scars that Seredan has left, and Tempered Mercy just smashes into them and just rips the stomach out from the Venthy, and his eyes go big, including the ones on his wings, of course, and he just kind of collapses over to the ground, and he slowly shrinks back down into the shriveled dwarf, and you see just a hint of terror on his face just before his eyes glaze over and he dies.
Sari runs would scale up.
Well, it isn't your turn yet. We are still in combat.
Yeah, but fine. Then she just
Oh, sorry. Is this you are
This
hugging?
is just yeah.
Eve?
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm
No,
not
that's
doing
fine.
anything.
I thought you were doing something.
She'd
else.
just run up on the back.
Hugging's a free action.
Aw,
Oh, is it? Grapple.
that's so nice.
Grapple's a hug. Free action.
She'd run up on the back of Darian and grab Eve from behind and just go. And that's for all of Aneria, you son of a bitch.
It's not over yet.
It is not indeed. Ezra, it is actually your turn as you say that.
All right, come on, expert, and help me out here.
Come on, Ixie.
Go stab him in the eyes.
26.
26 will hit.
For 23.
23 damage.
Oops, it's out of the box.
Oh, we regain hit points because he died.
30.
30 will hit.
I'm rolling so
Is it
good right
Warlock
now.
or is it
That's
proficiency?
for 27.
27, okay.
Final shot. Oh my gosh, I lost another d4. That one will be only 16. So I think that one will miss.
16 will not.
And I gotta go for dice.
Do you want to use your action search by chance?
You know what? I think I do.
I think you might call for it, right?
6.
So that's gonna be 20. Nope, hold on. Math. Why is math so hard? That's gonna be 17.
17 will miss.
Okay, next shot. That's gonna miss really badly. That is gonna be 15. So my good luck
Yep,
has run out.
Yep. You just start barraging. The devil brings up his hands and he takes a few in the arm, but the others kind of taking off his armor, his little bone pauldron that he has there. Bolt, it is your turn.
I am going to give him a free action hug. And I'm going to suplex him. So my both actions will be a grapple and a knock him prone.
Okay.
So he has to make a strength or athletics or
Athletics or
acrobatics
acrobatics, yeah.
versus mine.
17.
Oh, really? You piece of shit.
Brother versus brother.
I think he was blaming his dice there.
Yeah, not Cory. You're not
Brother versus dice.
Let's see. 21. Oh, I get advantage because it's a strength check.
Yeah, that's right, because giants.
Good, because I rolled a 1. And I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
8, 9 plus 11.
Yeah, that beats 17.
20.
Yeah. So you grapple him,
Yep,
and then,
and then I-
second.
Because he's only one size larger
Yep.
than me at this point.
So
And
is it another strength contest,
Yeah,
or
it's
is
the
it
same.
Okay.
Here, I use this.
What do you know? It's
So roll the second one.
He has buttresses
He does
of
have-
steel.
18.
You have advantage.
31.
Okay,
Yeah.
made it.
Bolt uses
31.
Yep. You definitely you grab him by the leg and you just haul him over and slam him into the ground. So he is definitely prone now.
And then I'm going to action surge.
Punch,
Nice.
punch.
Yep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yes.
Bolt uses seismic toss.
We'll give him the first punch. Oh, I get advantage because he's prone.
Yes.
So 9 plus 3 plus 24.
24 will hit.
That's 20 damage.
20. I had my fingers on 25 there for some reason. I'm just expecting it at this point.
32.
32 will hit.
Yep. For 9 damage.
9 damage. And you poured your Giant's Might into one of those?
Yes,
Is that
the
right?
first one.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else that you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Then it is the devil's turn. Now, it's a full action to break the grapple.
Yeah.
That
It's
doesn't
just
sound
the
like a
same
fun time. He's just going to make a trio of attacks against you, since you're wrestling on the ground now.
Got disadvantage on them.
Yes, you do. 17.
Miss.
17.
Miss.
And the barb is 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that is going to be 9 piercing damage, and you need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Nat 20 plus 2 plus 8.
Okay. All right. So the festering wound doesn't take from this attack, so you just have the piercing damage. Seredan.
Okay. So I'm like, oh right, there's another one.
Pause. You go to take a step away, and you feel something calling to you. You look over at Aventhi's body, and the Will of the Crags is right there.
What's that from? It's a song.
I can't tell you. I don't remember.
Everyone start.
She'll look at Eve. And say, like you can see me like looking at the Will of the Crags, and then she looks back at you and she says, but she actually doesn't say anything, but she just has a look on her face like, what should I do?
Please don't.
Okay, she'll run.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know where I need to be. Here.
Right there,
Assuming
good.
he's prone.
Yeah.
Perfect die for Colby.
And
When he's prone, he's like a 2x6.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just hung a prone ring on this horn if you want.
It is cooler to have him knocked over.
I crit.
Okay.
I don't have any more smites, so it's just going to be...
Did you crit on a 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be 12 plus 10, so 22.
Mm-hmm. And then the roll.
Plus...
And you're adding your d6 for the fire damage, right?
I did add those, yeah.
Okay.
So 22.
Oh. Well, he's immune to fire damage, so minus 6 off of that.
So minus 12, actually.
Minus 12.
So it's just 10.
10.
And then I won't roll these d6s.
Yep.
I've been forgetting that. Black Cloud attack.
So,
Still on there.
Oh, yeah.
that's another 18, so 28.
Oh, if that's the case, I wouldn't have ran into it. I would have been over here.
Yeah, it's still there.
28.
28 damage.
I was just checking to make sure.
Second
concentration.
attack
Gotta remember.
is 22 to hit.
22 will hit. And he's got 5 hit points left.
Okay.
So, yep, you can go ahead and just lop his head off.
Okay.
With Skald Victor. Okay. A hush kind of comes over the mountain. Combat is over. All of the other forces down low are being wrapped up as well. You're all kind of sitting there, taking a breather, and you feel a presence around you, or actually one in the portal. And all eyes turn to the portal, and there is an eye staring back. A large black eye with a red slit. And you can hear a voice in your head saying, "I will not forget this." And then
I want to throw, whether it hits or not, I'm going to
Okay.
throw Scalebreaker at the eye.
and, as you do, the portal closes, so Skullbreaker's just going to go through and clatter to the ground. But you have successfully stopped Aventhi from breaking the barrier.
Yes!
All right, we need to find that scroll.
First,
Eve.
Eve would go over to the Will.
I would walk
Perhaps.
over
Okay.
there too.
By the time you get there, Eve is already over it. Do you
Okay.
pick it up?
I will try and crush it with.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check as you bring Tempered Mercy back. And as you do, the black chain on your wrist starts spiraling outward,
Just 6.
further and further. I don't know why I had you roll. This is going to happen every And these black chains just start covering over Tempered Mercy until it's 3 times its size. And then you bring it down, and it cracks the haft of Scalebreaker, and you see you hear this kind of
the will of the crags.
A will of the crags. I forget which weapon you're wielding now. And there's this cacophony of not screams, not wails, just kind of an aura of surprise that comes from the will as it kind of dissipates. Like you destroyed the jar of 1,000 wailing warriors. Or something.
My magic mug.
Yeah. And it starts to like fade to dust and everything. And then a figure appears. An elven woman in black leather. She has kind of pale skin. She has chains all around her. And she smiles at you and she says, "Thank you, Eve.
You're welcome, Madame Nosrai.
I appreciate it. You may keep the power that I have given you."
Thank you.
And then she turns to Seredan and she goes, "I am sorry. It had to be done." And she's just going to fade away along with the rest of the choir.
Oh, I just got chills.
And then as the dust kind of settles and blows away, there is something that remains, and it is a ritual scroll.
Victor says, "Who was that?"
We found it.
You would know.
I wasn't there.
Butcher of Brayville?
I know who. I've never seen her though.
No, yeah.
That's true.
Was that the Butcher of Brayville? Oh my gosh.
Well, technically,
Your stories.
I'll pick up the scroll.
Okay. Unfurling it, it is the second half of the ritual that is to be read by a member, or basically by the champion of the Choir of the Crags.
Read it.
This is for you.
I'll take it. I mean, do we just do it now? Is there somewhere that we're supposed to go?
You want to wait? After all of this, you want to wait.
I'm nervous. She'll open it up.
Okay. I'll place a hand on your shoulder. You got this. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, she'll read it. What does it say?
It is literally just like a ritual scroll, so you start have to like chanting
Cast
it
the
and
spell.
everything.
Okay.
And as you
Yvonne
do,
et Niage.
So it's
there's a lot of
10
like spiraling
minutes
power
of
that
us
starts
shifting
building up around. Eve, do you pull out your half as well? And you basically start like speaking it together, pretty much like face to face. There's this big black spiral of power that comes around you, and then you see it tinged with that kind of cherry blossom and green, and then it's tinged with Seredan's indigo magic, and it kind of coalesces and bursts up into the air and slams into the shield. And if you saw stars before, because you guys took out the beacon, this creates an even more dazzling sky. As the memory charm fades away and long-lost memories start flooding back to anyone old enough to hear to remember them. The Withered Bow tribe, for example, remembers their fallen empire. All of the members of the Eight Rings remember Hasmodee. And you all watch as the Astral Sea is opened up before you. There are other floating land masses that you can see off in the distance, including one that looks to be entirely made out of water, and one that is kind of these big craggy hills that you can just barely see the winged figures of something flying among the peaks. And among all of that is also a large asteroid field that kind of circles around the plane of Aneria. You can see the sun for what it truly is, which is a large kind of interlocking like disc ring, or sort of like the Game of Thrones. Yeah, sun.
Sets rings.
Yep, that is kind of shining down on all of these different planes. And then off in the distance, you do see a moon, and you all recognize moons from what Bolt has said before, except for this one has been cracked, and half of it has been ripped out, basically, and is kind of scattered into the cosmos.
Poor Lunera.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. And end this season, everyone. That was wonderful.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Dallin. And we wish you the best, and we'll see you as soon as everything is settled and you're able to get your kids in on playing D&D again. But we really appreciate you joining us for this season. It has been a really fun ride. I've had a lot of fun crafting this story and being able to work with you guys on such a wonderful journey. The secret finally got out. We've been hiding the fact that Nosarai has been your patron for ever since you got her and everything. And I'm just so happy that we get to finally have a resolution to that story. Sorry, I had to destroy your favorite magic item.
I've grown fond
You
of
didn't have to
the
destroy it.
Scalebreaker.
I had to destroy it.
But yeah,
I'll buy you a mug.
And it'll just say magic on it.
Magic.
perfect. Season 2 is going to be even more epic. We're going to take a month off just to kind of decompress from this, kind of give it a little bit of space, because there is going to be a little bit of a time skip here. You guys have completed your missions, and now the Wayward Watch can rest a little bit and do their own things. And we'll be back recording in August, so probably about the second or third week of August, unless something happens, obviously. But we'll keep you updated. We're going to do some fun little videos on the side. But in the meantime, if you want to keep up to date, like, comment, subscribe, give us a little follow on that Discord. It's wonderful. Thank you to Syrinscape, as usual. And I guess happy trails, everybody. It's been great.
Put a skull and crossbones if you hate
Aventi.
Wait,
I know I will. Okay.
See you next season.
Guys.
Bye.